1,300 pages full of facts and knowledge. Discover the places, the people and the stories behind every gemstone. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
You can now watch clips from JewelleryMaker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with JewelleryMaker.
JewelleryMaker ships to the following countries. We offer 2 delivery services, standard and premium. So wherever you are in the world, JewelleryMaker are never far away.
My name's Leslie. Today I've been on the structured wirework course with Gemma. It's been a fantastic day. I've been used to doing quite a lot of wirework, but always with smaller gauges, and I've been a bit wary of to know what to do with the thicker gauges. And today Gemma's taken us through a beautiful torque necklace this morning that looked totally impossible when we first saw it, but it's really quite easy. She made it very easy, very simple steps. And that's turned out brilliantly, and we're now working on bangles, and then we're going to do a ring, so we're covering a wide range of things that's going to give me the confidence to go back and be able to do some more at home.
Good afternoon, Saturday people. Hello everyone. Welcome all to Designer Inspiration. How are you all today? Oh my goodness, I've got so many treats for you today. Honestly, it is a leather show with one of our all-time favourite guest designers, wonderful Gemma Crow. Hi Gem.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. I am superbly excited about today.
Oh, not more than me, definitely not.
You have made 21 pieces of amazingness.
Yeah. I couldn't stop.
Could you not?
No, I couldn't stop. I
Really?
absolutely loved these bundles. They've been my favourite forever. I don't know how long, but maybe my favourite of all time.
I
Love
absolutely,
them.
honestly, this is something completely different and new for you. Maybe you've never done leather before. I've got all the tools you need today, including your cutters, including the leather itself, including your bone folder, including your stud and hole maker. I've got all that you need today to get you started. And even if you've never tried leather before, and maybe it's something you're thinking about but you're not totally sure yet, we even got some pieces today that have got no leather in whatsoever that are absolutely beautiful and stunning. Because guess what, in my first kit I have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strands of wood. Take a look please at some of these wood pieces, because there are some just using wood and there's some pairing it with the leather. It is just gorgeous. Isn't that sensational, ladies and gentlemen? How was the wood to work with?
It's just gorgeous. It feels beautiful. You get loads of texture, but without it being rough. It's light, so you can have really bold things. I can't rave about these collection enough. It is absolutely heavenly.
I absolutely adore these pieces. I truly do. You can tell I do because I've already got one around my neck. This is one from the second kit that I'm wearing. You're looking over now at the first kit, and when I tell you this first kit is going to be under £35, it is. It's slightly under £35 for you today, this first kit, which is absolutely astonishing. It really is. I've got a competition for you today. How do you feel about winning a whole set of Gemma Crow's pieces? A whole entire set. I'm not just talking about a necklace, no, I'm talking about a necklace, a pair of earrings, I'm talking about bracelet, I'm talking about earrings, I'm talking about a ring as well. There is so much you are going to have the chance to win today, because we're going to have a little game of Pictionary. Now don't worry, you don't have to put up with us lot drawing again, because last time, well, let's just say some were better than others. Me and my brother Pete probably weren't the best, were we, brother Pete? Were we? If I remember, brother Pete chatted about his a lot, didn't he? Brother Pete. Right, hang on, it's what you eat. No, that's not the point of the picture. We stop talking, Brother Pete. You eat these. Stop it. So we've got a picture on for you today. I'm going to have 4 clues throughout the show, and it's going to be good as well because we've made them, because we know quite a lot of you will have the kids or the grandkids with you. So we've made them so that the kids can get involved. Everyone can get involved. And actually, for some of them, you might even need the kids' help. So do stay tuned with us today, and you have the chance of winning a whole set of Gemma Crow's pieces. I've got some really wonderful pieces. I've got to show you this emerald. I'm so privileged to be able to bring this to you today. It is not just any old emerald. It is from the pedigree location, the renowned location of Colombia. It's sensational. Oh my gosh. Renowned reputation as one of the finest locations in the world to get your emerald. Boy oh boy, you can see that, can't you? I absolutely adore this. That's coming up for you later on. I'm going to get started with something. Sorry, oh, you stay there. I'm going to start off with something absolutely sensational. This isn't something that a lot of us will have seen before. You ready? Gemstone chain with pearls. This is absolutely amazing. Never seen this before on Designer Inspiration. Rose gold plated. So this is genuine rose gold plating on this. And it's pearls. It was absolutely stunning to see this, isn't it? It's absolutely gorgeous. Let me show you a section of it. A whole meter's worth here you've got, and look, you've got these gorgeous rose gold chain. Hello everyone who's already coming in. It's lovely to see you. Lots of people coming in for this, especially on the web, probably because they can see the price. Now, what is the price usually of our gemstone chain? Well, we've seen some around the £20 mark, haven't we? Over the £20 mark. We've seen plenty for £19.95. The lowest price one I can recall bringing to you with a double cluster like this is £17.95. The lowest price, and that's for a metre. You're getting a whole metre's worth of this, a massive amount there. That's the lowest price we're used to seeing, isn't it? £17.95. There's so many of you coming in today. I've got so many treats for you, and I've got to say, I'm just so excited to bring this price in. Your price today for genuine rose gold plated chain with pairs of pearls, freshwater pearls, £9.95 for you today. Honestly, we've got so many treats for you today, we really do. I love passing on bargains. I love passing on genuine treats, and I've got to say to you, I wouldn't be this excited about bringing this to you if I didn't think it was a great price. I really wouldn't. I really wouldn't. In fact, I used to work in a shop. Okay, so a lot of you will know my other job. I work as a manager of a charity working with young carers. So they're 6 to 18-year-olds who are the main carers in the household. So they look after their parents because their parents might have serious addiction problems or terminal illness or serious mental health issues. So they're the main carers in the household. So that means that the kids I work with, they will, pay the bills. They will go out and, clean and bathe and give medication to their family. But also they'll be the ones who do the main food shopping a lot of the time as well. So I used to work in a shop, a very well-known shop, a type of shop that sells food. And the kids used to come in and chat, and they'll be chatting to them, and they'd be getting, reading the list and getting the beans off the shelf. And I very naughtily used to go, do you know what, if you go down the road, they've got an offer, 2 for £10, 2 for 10, like, go. I did, it was dead bad. I actually got caught out by a manager once because a manager noticed that kids kept coming in and we'd chat a bit, and then they'd walk out without buying anything because I told them, cheaper down the road. But I'm completely like that. I absolutely adore bringing you genuine deals and offers, and I really do. And obviously I work with those kids, but I work with you lot as well. There's so many names on there that I'm recognising. It's lovely to see you all. So I do want to pass you on great deals, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. Summer holiday pearl anklet. Gorgeous. Jane, what a great idea. With your new pair of shoes, Gem Crow.
Absolutely.
Little anklet.
Yeah, they look good.
Gem Crow's got a gorgeous pair of shoes, a new pair of shoes, heels. They're delightful. Thank you very much for that. Hi Beverly. I can't wait for your designs, Gem. Always stunning. Thank goodness for recent credit line increase on my credit card. I shall be buying, says Beverly.
Good.
It's lovely to see you, Beverly. Hi, hon. Thank you for getting on board. Beverly, why not add this to your order? Because it's genuinely sensational. I love the idea of this as an anklet. If you imagine my hands are foot, which is one of the strangest things I've ever said. No, that's a lie. I've said way stranger things. But how cute. Oh, just as a bracelet. Could just be a bracelet. Don't know why my hand has to be a foot. You all right there, Cass? It's all right, babe. Don't worry. Is there a bit of a gemstone avalanche? Yeah. Okey pokes. Loads of you coming in for this. I started off with over 100 of these. That has gone ridiculously low now. I started off with over 100. I've got about 40 of these left right now. So please get your hands on this if you want it. Get it quickly. Loads of treats today. I've got to move on. And the one I'm going to bring on to you now is the challenge bundle. And this challenge bundle, I've got to say, is sensational. If you love a bargain, then you're completely and absolutely in the right place. Let me show you these one at a time, because each of these in the bundle needs to have real true attention paid to it. Now, this might be a bundle that we've all wanted in our stash, and it might also be a bundle that when we get extra inspiration with it, that you're going to wish you would have purchased. I would say to you that usually with our challenge bundles, we'll make sure we've got around about 100. I don't of this. I have 78 of these, if I'm remembering correctly. I've got 78 of these. So I will honestly say to you, the price is going to be, gosh darn it, amazing. And Gemma's designs, I'm sure with her challenge, are going to be absolutely beautiful as always. So please get yourself on the phone now. I promise you this is going to go under £10 for 3 strands. Take a little look at this. Beautiful tiger's eye. 350 carats worth. Now, tiger's eye, for anyone who's new watching, tiger's eye has that beautiful property called chatoyancy. I feel like there might be lots of kids watching today. I feel like that. I feel like there might be lots of little ones watching with their gran or their grandma. So if you are watching today, and maybe you've not watched before, hello everyone. Lovely to see you. I hope you're having a really nice day. Have you opened your Easter eggs yet? Be honest. I used to, I shouldn't say this in case kids are watching because it's very naughty, but I used to open the box and just peel back a bit of the foil at the top and then bite in and then really carefully fold the foil back really carefully. Used to always do that. My mum never knew. My dad did. He gave me the idea. 350 carats worth here. It's absolutely beautiful. When we talk about chatoyancy, we're talking about this gorgeous golden sheen that takes place over the surface of these. That's completely natural, you know. That's not anything that we've put on there. We've not painted these. We've not applied some sort of foil or film to these. That's total natural, that chatoyancy. It's absolutely gorgeous when you get it home. Really beautiful. So you've got a good sizing on them, up to a 14 by 10. I've then got possibly one of my absolute favourite strands of carnelian I've seen in quite some time. Now, I love carnelian, you all know that, but I adore these carnelian because they're 4mm rounds. Very rare do we see beautiful, dainty carnelian. I know I bought you some shapes of it the other day, but they were quite large, and I do love large gemstones, but now and again, I just want something really dainty, really delicate, that gives me natural variety, and that's exactly what I've got on this strand. I've got the natural variety of all of those colours, going from the gentle kind of custardy tones all the way to those deep, rich umber and amber tones. I absolutely adore this. I think it's beautiful. Going to be great with unisex jewellery and going to be great with our kit. In fact, I'll show you all 3 strands with the kit in a bit because that's astonishing. And lastly, but by no means leastly, wow, this is beautiful. Red agate. But it doesn't look anything like I'd expect red agate to look. It almost, to me, has a touch of the strawberry quartz about it, doesn't it? Just because of that tone, it's got that back palette of the pink, which is absolutely exceptional. 80 carats worth on these, and they are around a 4x3 to a 9x7 mil on this strand. No spaces on any of these strands, please note. All of them, just gemstone upon gem of gorgeousness. Your price point today, I promised you that we would go under £10 on this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not letting you down today. It's Saturday. Listen, it is Saturday. It's Easter tomorrow. We're aware that a lot of people are going to be very busy. So We're just going to be doing ridiculous prices to try and get everyone involved. £7.95. No way should this be that price. That price just for the tiger's eye, yes, but not for all 3 strands. No way would you actually expect that. And if I show you these with this first kit, if you're planning on getting this first kit, look how gorgeously this goes with all of that wood we've got in that kit. Doesn't that work beautifully? Gemstones in this kit added to that wood. This would go really nice with that first collection, wouldn't it, Gem?
It really would, yeah. It really complements it nicely.
Really complements it beautifully.
Absolutely.
There's loads of you coming in for this, and don't forget it is Gem's challenge, so we are going to have some inspiration with this. Gem, what are you thinking of doing?
I'm not sure yet. I'm going to use the leather in with it because I've got so much left from the bundle I had. So I'm going to use bits of that in with it. I might do something a bit more organic. I think I've kept everything quite structural today, so maybe a bit more organic, perhaps.
I like that idea because it does offer you that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Gives you the opportunity to see that. Loads of you coming in. Well done, absolutely everyone. That price point we'd never normally expect for this, would we? But we are today. It really is sensational. So well done, everyone. Tixie28 is your code on that. Do feel free to send in your text today. I have got that competition. We're going to start that very, very, very soon. I'll hand that. Have you got another one of them, haven't you? There's nothing in that box, Sweet Pea. No, what should it be? Oh, on the table. Oh, thank you, Cass. Look at that. It's like she read our mind. Thank you, Cass. Oh, these are gorgeous. Yeah, feel free to send us a text in. I have got that competition starting soon when you can win a whole collection, a whole set of Gemma Crow's pieces from today's show. And some of them we won't be showing you how to make them. So you won't really be able to recreate a lot of them either, that you'll have the chance of winning today. That's starting really, really soon. But first off, I'm going to bring you an essential collection. Totally, absolutely essential, high quality head pins. Not just any head pins. You've got a set with stars in the silver, a set with stars in the gold, and the ones we all love and adore, your featherweight head pins as well. You've got so much in here. You really, really do. Don't forget, we can add these as details to our leather, can't we? We can add these as details to our leather. We can have these as little star. You could do a leather studded star kind of shoulder pads, lapels, couldn't you?
Yeah, you can definitely use them as embellishments.
Embellishments, pocket details as well. Oh, you have got 300 worth here, and you've got these featherweight head pins. Now let me show you the featherweight head pins. These are superdy duperdy fine. If I show it with my hand in the way, these are super duper fine, and if I get them alongside our usual thickness of head pin, you can see there's a real vast difference there. Now what does that mean? Well, it's great because if you're planning on getting strands such as this amazing Colombian emerald, and let's face it, gold and emerald, perfect pairing, these could have quite small drill holes because it is such a high-end strand. This isn't your everyday strand of emerald, can I just point out. This isn't going to be, you know, your £30 strand. It's just not. It's a luxury strand. This is coming for you later on after the first designer inspiration. You don't want to miss it. Yeah, you've got here that gorgeous, even though they have quite small drill holes because it is so high end, these are going to be able to go through. You're not going to have a problem with them at all. This is the amount you're getting. Absolutely loads, 100 of each design. We're going to make the price point fab. Let's do it. Your price point should be £13.85. We're going to take it as low as we can. Aren't we, Helena? Let's do it. This is not a price point you will be likely to see again. This is purely because we know you're all busy and we're trying to make you watch. It's as simple as that. Should be £13.85. It's £7.95 today. That's not the price we would normally go to at all on a collection like this, let alone with the featherweights in there, which actually, although they're finer, they cost us a lot to make. They really, really do, because they are so delicate and because of the way in which we have to create them. We would never normally take this that low. I'll be totally honest. I want to be transparent with you. You know I always do. We are, you know, we've got a whole weekend with you this weekend. We were with you yesterday doing some great designs with lovely Sarah Alvin. I've got Gem on today. I've got a 925 show tomorrow with lovely Jan. We want you to get on board with us. Keep us all entertained. It's boring just doing this if no one was watching. Wouldn't it be? Or would it? Or would it be hilarious?
I wouldn't really know, apart from wouldn't see your callers coming in, but we never know, see the audience, do we, apart from on the screen?
We never see the audience. So and when they come in for a workshop, and they already know your name, I find that strange. I always walk in and go, hi, I'm Becky. And they're like, yeah, I know. But I hate just walking and be like, hello.
It's funny, there's a look that I get now when I know that somebody recognises me. And even Tom recognised it. He said, she knows you, don't she, Mum?
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Like in the supermarket or something. There's this look that you get.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Do you like it when people come up to you in the supermarket?
I don't mind at all. Yeah, I don't mind.
Yeah, I don't mind it either.
I don't mind.
I think it's all right. Do you get it as well, Ryan? Director Ryan? Brother Pete? Brother Pete, come here please. Brother Pete's like, I get it. You probably get it more than I do, Brother Pete, to be honest.
I think so.
Go on.
I think people ask me most if I'm your actual brother.
Do they?
That's what I get.
I love that. For people who don't know, this is my Brother Pete. Now, he's not my actual brother. Let's do family pose. There's a thing in the way there. Push that in.
Family pose.
People think that we're brother and sister because apparently we look alike. You ready? Family pose?
Okay.
She said we look nothing alike. Well, that's not what people suggested. People used to text in before we even made it a thing and be like, are you and Pete brother and sister? We're not, but we are, aren't we, really? We are. Maybe. Loads of you coming in for this, so well done everyone. $7.95, it's a great price. We shouldn't be going to that at all. Just to let you know as well, oh my goodness, I was just about to say, one mind. Again, this is us. How often does this happen as a team? You know when you get a group of friends or you work with a group of people for such a long time that everyone just starts to click. I was literally just about to say, oh, and by the way, I've got this coming up later on, and we're doing it now. Happens all the time. Me and Ryan did it the other day, didn't we? Happens all the time. Means we've been working together too long, guys. I'm going to have to move shifts soon.
You used to be on my shift.
I did used to be on your shift way back when. I did, I deserted you. Yeah, well, I'm deserting this lot soon as well. Yeah, I know. I have got here for you the Craft Shopper bag with pockets. This bag is absolutely sensational. Do you know why I love this bag so much? This is the type of bag this is the first time you've ever seen this on Designer Inspiration, by the way. You've never seen this on Designer Inspiration. The reason I adore this bag, yes, it is really, really, really useful, and it is. I mean, look how useful this is. You've got, there's actual things in here. Look, let's guess what's going to come out. Can you hear it? Ooh, crackle quartz. What else is in here? What are we going to guess? No, these aren't on the show, I don't think. Oh, you've got 2 sets of pliers in here. That's good. Nothing in this pocket, bit of a letdown. But look, this is how much you can get in here. A hand. Mobile phone, purse, you can get in here. There's a huge section here. Now, this is not a macrame board, but imagine it were. That would go in and disappear, actually, because that is a huge pocket. You can get a fair few in there. Bees in box. There's loads of you coming in for this. There's a huge section in the middle. Now, what I love about this, which I haven't seen in our bags before, is when the middle section is completely open. I've not seen that before, and I really, really like that about it, because it does mean we can stack up lots of our storage boxes. We've got loads of storage boxes recently, but sometimes in some of ours, you've had partitions, haven't you, which are great, but actually, if you've got loads of different size storage boxes, you want that open area, don't you? Let me flip this around. Loads of you coming in. Hello, everyone. You've got more of the larger pockets on the front as well, and then you've also got 2 with Velcro. Now, if I did this, does anyone else think that looks like a mouse? Doesn't it? Literally just me. Literally just me. I've got a huge space here as well, and this is possibly my favourite addition. I've not seen these before. Can you get in there? Can you see what these are? This is a space. We've got a pair of tweezers in there just to show off, but pens, pencils, get all your colours your colour pieces in there, because let's face it, we are jewellery makers, but a lot of us won't just use jewellery, a lot of us won't just do jewellery. You know, I make jewellery, but I'm a paper crafter by trade. The amount of different types of pens I have, even just, you know, your fine nib, your 1 mil, your 0.5, all of these different colours, ones that are waterproof, ones that are water resistant, you know, ones for different mediums, one that's spraying different ways, totally different. That is sensational, because of these loops I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 of those I've got. And look, they do hold your tweezers in. I've also got ones with oh, you scoop in there as well. Couldn't think what that was then. You scoop in there too. So you can get loads in here, and again, you've still got a massive amount of space of this. I've even got side pockets as well. There's so much in here. People in the workshop are taking photos of me, so I'm trying to smile and talk at the same time so I look good on the photo. Yeah, look at that. Trying to smile and talk, so I'm sorry about that. Got to look good in a photo. So there's absolutely loads in here. The other good thing I was going to say that I love about this, it's one of those bags that make you look slim. I've just bought one of those bags. I've got a fair few of those bags. But in comparison, it's true. Look at how tiny I look compared to that bag. Oh, I'm so slight and slender, I can't even get a normal sized bag. Like, it makes you look... do you know what I think of it as? Like the Thumbelina effect, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gorgeous, that, isn't it? I've got a zip. Ooh, listen. Zips all the way across as well. Gosh, this is a really good bag, really high quality. It's got the shine on there, so it is water resistant. How much would you normally be paying for a bag with this many pockets and things? I know this sounds silly, but a lot of the time, a bag of purpose like this, when you think of things like your travel bags or your laptop bags and things like that, that have loads of different pockets, you're normally paying way more than you would for a normal bag, aren't you? Not today though. The price point of this, I can't believe, especially now I'm seeing it in the flesh. £19.95.
It is brilliant. You just look at like an equivalent. It's like a nappy bag, for example. How much are they? They're about 30, 40 quid each.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
I mean, that would be ideal as a changing bag, wouldn't it? Even if you've got babies, you know.
Absolutely.
But the bag I was just talking about is a same sort of fabric as that, because I bought it for my holiday, and I spent £30. I thought it was a good price, you know. And
but at £19.95, it's a true bargain, isn't it?
It's
I don't
really
think
good.
people expected that. Who's this one? This is from Margaret in Fife. I love Fife. Hello. Afternoon, JM. I have this bag, and it is cavernous, and that is from Margot. Cavernous, good word. That is huge, isn't it? Really, look at the size. Ooh. Oh, Cass, don't P45 me. Whenever Cass drops something and I'm not being shown on screen, I'll go P45, and she does the same to me. Just too obvious that though. Sharon, hi Becky. I once ate all 7 of my brother's Easter eggs, small caramel ones, and gave him the empty box. They were lovely. Got into so much trouble. Sharon, I adore that. All 7 of them. I love that you gave him the box like he wasn't going to notice. There you go. One of my friends, this is a really bad story, but one of my friends once, when she was younger, ate loads of little chocolatey eggs. And she knew instantly, as soon as she'd eaten them, she was going to get in loads of trouble because she shouldn't have. So what she did was she left loads of the wrappers down by the dog's bed. But then the mum and dad thought that the dog had eaten them, and obviously dogs can't eat chocolates, so they were like, oh my goodness, planning on like rushing it to the vet and stuff, and she had to go, I ate them. And she got really told off. She got so told off, it was really, really bad. Bless her. I know. The things we do.
I
was
did
only
it.
25 at the time.
I did it to Tom. You know the eggs, and they get the foil wrapper like that.
Yeah, like
they're in a plastic case.
Yeah.
I took the egg out and left the foil wrapper in, so it looked like the egg was still in, and I told him that the Easter Bunny must have ate it. But do you know what? What made it really, really bad? Because I would have owned up. But he said, "Oh, that's all right, Mum. I had plenty."
Oh,
I know.
Bless him.
I felt really bad.
Oh, good. I'm glad. That's like he shamed you. That.
Yeah, he didn't mind that the Easter Bunny had one.
So she carried on doing it every year since. Well done, everyone who has got this. There's loads of you coming in for it. Thank you very much for joining me today. I do really appreciate it. Can I also say, this is really heavy. Like, heavy as in like durable. You can feel, it's lightweight, but it feels durable, feels strong, which I love about it. Okie pokely. No problem at all, on the table. I'm bringing now, a beautiful pink bundle. It's really cutesy. Now, Druzy, have we seen this strand before? Oh, it's really pretty. I don't think I've seen this colour before. Take a little look. I love Druzy. Doesn't Druzy, if there's any kids watching right now, hello lovelies, doesn't this look magical? Can you see all these bits of glitter inside? Do you know what that is? How do you think that's made? What do you think? It almost looks like it's been made by magic, I think. It always makes you think of fairies and goblins, and that's not glitter that's been added. This is actually just genuine. This is Mother Nature. This is how Mother Nature makes certain gemstones. So there'll be something that we call a geode, which is almost like a house for certain gemstones. It's like a big rock that has lots of gemstones inside it, almost like an Easter egg. You know, your Easter egg's hollow in the middle. Well, this one's got loads of gemstones in it, and what it is Mother Nature, the way she makes beautiful druzy like this, is she'll have this big geode, and what it does is it sucks in all of this liquid and all of these minerals from around it. But because it's quite cold inside the geode, and because the pressure's really different, they kind of freeze in time. So it's beautiful, gives you this gorgeous glitter-like effect, but it's not actually glitter, it's genuine, real gemstones. And they've just given you that gorgeous glittery effect. It is beautiful. Do you remember when we used to have Druzy on and we used to have them in the rounds? And I can't remember if it was the 8mm rounds or the 10mm rounds, but they were definitely £9.95. This is an 8mm round for you today, and this is 160 carats. Remember that price point for me of £9.95 for the one strand. I've also got in here these beautiful stars. I love the shell stars. I really do. I'm aware that I've got another strand in here, but I've not got it here, if we could. Sorry. I'm missing the striped agate cab, yes. So you've got here the hot pink shell stars. 14mm is the size on these ones. I adore this shape in the shell. It gives you so much surface area to get that kind of iridescence and that glow under the surface. I think it's really beautiful. Gives you a really nice effect. Did you used to have glow-in-the-dark stars when you were younger, Gem?
My brother did.
Did he?
Yeah, inside we had bed tents, and he had glowing...
What's a bed tent?
It's like a tunnel that used to go over the bunks.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, because we shared a room, so
yeah.
we had these bed tents, and inside his he had glow-in-the-dark stars. I was always a bit jealous, actually.
That is cool. I love that. I used to have them all on my ceiling. I used to love them. Well, that's what these remind me of. They really do, because they've almost got a glow about them, but it's just a natural occurrence of the kind of iridescence of shell. And lovely Brother Pete has also brought to me, gorgeous faceted cabochon of fuchsia striped agate. 14 by 14mm on this one here. I adore when we give you cabochons, and I adore it even more when we bring you faceted cabochons, because I just think it gives you extra to work with. I know a lot of you like a side view of a cabochon. You would easily be able to wire wrap around these because there's a really nice depth to them, but you'd also be able to do sort of a prong set style with this one as well. Imagine that as a ring. Gem, you'd do something like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's tasty.
Would you do it T-bar? Would you do it?
Oh no, I'd do it long ways.
Long ways, yeah, me
yeah,
too.
it's gorgeous. But just as a very simple drop would look lovely.
It would look beautiful, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So you've got your cabochon on there as well, which is 10 carats. If you've never worked with cabochons before, don't be afraid of them. We've got loads of designer inspiration shows, and you can watch them back on YouTube if you wish. So let me tell you exactly what we've got here. There's already loads of people coming in for this, probably because you like the price, you can see. We are going to make the price even better for you. Speaking of prices, just whilst it's at the top of my mind, just to let you know, with our first kit that we've got today, because we've had a lot of interest in it already, and my producer has just told me that we're going to go straight in with the price. So as soon as that kit comes up, and you're looking at it on the web, that is the go-to price. So just because Helen is saying we're getting so many texts in about it, she thinks it's going to sell out instantly, so we just won't have time to do the spiel and then put the price in and then talk about that and then drop it more. No messing about today, she's saying, so we will be going straight in with the price on that kit to let everybody know. So you've got pretty as a flamingo. Ah, yes, that well-known saying. Pretty as a flamingo here. Your price point for 3, don't forget, should be £12.85. I think that's a sensational price. We are going to take it down. Remember, I was saying about the Druzy, it might have been 8mm, it might have been the 10mm rounds that were £9.95. Well, for all three, £8.95 for you today. That is sensational, isn't it? And I tell you what, whilst everybody's there, we're going to do our first picture clue for you. So, Gem, You're going to be giving away a whole set of your jewellery.
Yes.
How exciting.
Do you want to see?
Picked, yeah, have you picked the pieces?
Yeah, it's
Let's
this
see.
one. I'll put them together.
Can I just say what my producer Helena's saying? Oh man, Becky, I hope she doesn't pick the one I want. This is going to break our hearts. Right, so you're going for, this is your set.
This set here, yeah.
This set right there. So it's these earrings, which
And
I adore.
they're reversible, so they'll, the other side's
Double-sided.
green, yeah.
That bracelet and the necklace as well. I love that.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
Lovely to be able to give it away. I'm really chuffed that we can do a competition today.
Can you throw the ring in as well?
Oh, go on then.
Go on then. Yay! Let's throw the ring in as well. We all need a ring, don't we?
I can't,
And it's beautiful.
I couldn't find a stand.
It goes too well with the earrings, I think.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
It'd be a shame, wouldn't it?
Perfect. It'd be a shame not to. Fab. So you've got the chance to win that entire set. I mean, when you think about the work and creativity that has gone into those pieces, wow. So you have the chance of winning all of these pieces. That gorgeous neck collar, which can I say I've already worn today, and I absolutely adored it. It is sensational. That with a V-neck top, or even just a round neck top over the top, it's going to look like a whole new outfit. You've got the chance to win them. So I'm going to have 4 picture clues for you today. And kids can get involved with this because some of them aren't that hard. They might not be related to jewellery, but I will give you a little bit of a clue if we need it. What I want you to do though is make a note, because we need you to have all 4 in. Text us in at the end or message us in at the end once you've seen all 4 with your customer number or your message number. I know a lot of you are going to be busy today, so you might not be able to watch throughout, but what I'll do is I'll show you this one now, and I'll give you an estimated time that we're going to show you the next one as well. We'll probably show the next one in the half hour in between, won't we? Half hour in between the designer inspiration. So probably just after that gorgeous Colombian emerald, which is coming up for you after the first designer inspiration. So that should give you an idea. So we'll probably be doing the next clue in about an hour or so. This is your first clue. The clue 1. Can anyone guess what that is? Any ideas?
I know, can I win?
No. So if you make a note of what you think that is, it might be, here's a little clue so the kids can get involved, it might be something that you might eat today, or you might eat it tomorrow. Might be something you eat. Can you guess?
I know what it is.
You know what it is. You can't
It took a while to click though.
Did it take a while?
Stupid afterwards, yeah.
Take a while, Mike's that. Oof, no idea. So that is your first clue. So make a note of that answer. You've got your next clue coming up in about an hour. It might be slightly less, it might be a tiny bit more, but about an hour for your second clue. You've got 4 clues, and let's face it, it's well worth it for the chance to win Gem's pieces. Lots of you in for this today, so well done to everyone who's already got that. Hope you've made a note of that, because let's face it, anyone who wins that, everyone else on JewelleryMaker is going to be jealous, aren't they? It's got to be one of the biggest giveaways we've ever done. Normally we'll just do 1 piece, won't we? But a whole set like that. Okay, first designer inspiration. What are we expecting from this, Gem?
Just a whole host of gorgeousness. Yeah, technique-wise, going to do some folding and bending from this in this project, but just the gemstones are amazing, amazing.
I'm just hearing from my producer, how much is new in here. There is so much new. The cabs are new. I've got cabochons. How many cabochons? Is it a selection? Yes. Yes. It's dolomite quartz we have here for you. 240 carats worth of these cabochons. That for me equates to 3. Just to let everyone know, just to remind you, if you've only just tuned in, you're on the web, the price you can see on the web is the price we're going to. We've had so much interest, there's so many people already purchasing this, we haven't got time to mess around really, so we've just put the price straight in for you. In fact, let's do it for everybody. What am I doing? Let's do it for everyone. The price of this kit today is £31.95. That is nowhere near what it should have been. We've not got time to mess about. It should have been way more than that, I can't remember exactly, but £31.95 for you. That's your price today. You're getting these 3 cabs, which are absolutely brand spanking new. You're also getting, these are new, this is old palm wood, and these are your saucers. These are sensational. My mum's really into woodwork. My mum absolutely adores woodwork. In fact, I have got a whole turning station in my garage at the moment because they've just moved out to Spain. I've got a huge amount of equipment in there. I mean lathes, I'm talking huge drills that took me, my mum and my dad, 3 of us, to carry, and it was literally this. Okay, let's go. Put it down. Okay, yeah, take a break. It was like 4 steps at a time. It took us half an hour to move it from the car to my garage, and this is not a long drive. But this reminds me of that. It looks like, you know, when you get the wood and you use your burner to burn into them to etch in pictures or names of things, it gives it that look. I adore these. So these are the saucers, brand new. You've got your Tiger Ebony plain rounds in the 4mm wood as well. These are brand spanking new. I think they are absolutely beautiful, 4mm. And these are brand new. Tiger Ebony petals as well. They are sensational. I've never seen this shape before. In fact, I was thinking this the other day. I've never ever brought to you wood on Jewellery Maker before myself. Let me just show you the petal shapes. It's quite hard to see, but they're kind of flattened on one side, and then they've got that beautiful swirl and turn on the other side. They're really very, very pretty. It's lovely how they kind of interlink as well. Can you see those sections? They're really pretty. I have got a set actually in the same shape but in the different variety, so it's a bit lighter, a bit easier for you to see on those petals. Just to let you know, the petals are around a 17 by 6mm on those ones. I think they're absolutely beautiful, and you still get that gorgeous natural grain of the wood as well. Gosh, Mother Nature's amazing, isn't she? So you're getting all of these strands. I've got more though. I've got those hollows for you. Whoa, there's loads of you coming in. Sorry, loads of you coming in. You've got these hollows as well. These are size on these ones? 45 by 28mm approximately. You've also got a large round of your ebony wood as well. They're approximately a 10mm round, and you actually have a genuine gemstone strand in here as well, turquoise. 90 carats worth of your turquoise, and those are 6mm rounds. Oh, and you've got another strand. Sorry, I've just found this one. Blimey. You've got another strand in there as well, also 10mm. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strands and 3 cabochons. There's loads of you coming in, absolutely loads and loads and loads of you coming in for this. Your names have gone off my screen already. I can't fit all this on my hands. Right, hang on, let's get the arm out. There we go. Loads and loads and loads of you coming in for this today. That's your price point. Gem, what do you think of that price point for all of this, honestly?
I think it's just brilliant. It's a brilliant price point. There's the amount of jewellery you can make just with that, you know, it just goes on and on and on.
Really
I've really
does,
had to use lots of it in you know, in pieces of jewellery just to use it up. I was getting to the end of making all these pieces, and I was sort of my 11th piece. I just had to chuck all the gemstones, all the wood in, because you know, I had to use it. It's just gorgeous.
It's stunning, isn't it? And Gem, you've made 10 pieces with this kit, haven't you?
Yeah.
Now, what we are going to do is we're going to bring you the leather later, because there are some pieces here. Can we push that one forward that's just the wood?
This one.
This is pure wood, because we understand that not everyone wants to work with leather, not everyone has worked with leather before. You might just want the, you know, to get this kit to make yourself some beautiful strands. This is an entire wood strand, and it has got wood around the back using those different shapes as well.
Yeah.
But what we've done is we kept the leather separate just so everyone can get involved. So we kept the leather separate. Now we're going to have 4 sheets of leather on for you today, new leather in as well. And what I've got to say to you is we've done a price breakdown. So you said you've got 4 sheets, but you use probably
not even half of that, about a third.
About a third.
Yeah. About
a third of it. So what we've done to make it fair is we've got the price of the leather, which actually I've just realised is going to come in on this slide. Doesn't matter though. Let's just say our leather for this collection is down in price. It's down in price. So what we've done is we've worked out per piece how much approximately it would be. Now, would you mind just looking at those pieces? How much would you imagine these to be? This is with the leather included. We've gone completely over the top in our estimation, and we've said that you're going to be using 2 full sheets of leather for these pieces. Now, you're not, it's nowhere near that, but we prefer to overestimate than underestimate. Take a look at this breakdown slide. The kit price £31.95. If you bought 2 leathers, that would come to £25.90. That means the total cost is £57.85. With 10 pieces of jewellery, that means each piece of jewellery cost at maximum £5.79.
Yeah, I think I've overestimated on the leather as well. I think maybe half of that price for the leather.
Half of that price for the leather?
Yeah, yeah. That takes it down quite a bit as well.
That's amazing. Just look at these pieces again. You wouldn't expect any of those. Look at that huge collar that someone's got the chance of winning today. No way would you have imagined that that would cost around £5 to make. No way.
That's a
and we have overestimated on the leather. We have overestimated on the amount of leather. That's amazing. I've probably got about 23 left, but once everybody checks out of their basket, I'll have about 7 or 8 left, I'm being told. I have got leather coming up for you, and it's some gorgeous leather we've got. It is absolutely sensational, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's fabulous. I chose the colours.
Of course you did. That's why they're so stylish. Hello, Alice. So glad I'm home today. Saw the teaser for the kit. I adore wooden beads, and I've got mine. Yay! Can't wait to see your creations, Gemma.
Hi, Alice.
Hello, Alice. Lovely to see you today. Isn't it nice to have a day off? I love a day off where you can just treat yourself.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, when it's Easter weekend or something like that, you feel like you can do it even more. You don't have to feel guilty.
I did.
It's Easter.
I got about 3 hours off yesterday. I was hoping to have the whole day. I didn't, so I did some power shopping.
I love power shopping. That's when you got your shoes.
Got my shoes.
Tell them how you've tested out your shoes.
I did the housework in them yesterday. Yeah.
These huge heels.
Just to see if I can manage them this evening.
Just mopping in these new shoes. This one says, I'm meant to be cutting down a tree in the garden today, but I cannot take my eyes off the screen. Love Gemma's designs. Oh, thank you for that.
The tree can wait.
The tree's going to be there tomorrow.
The tree can wait.
What's the worst that can happen? Exactly. Still got to be there, isn't it? And say it falls down. Well, that saves you a job.
Saves you a job.
Saves you a job. There's just so much here, there really, really is. And you picked these leathers. Now, we're going to bring the leather to you in a moment or two because we're about to sell out this kit. In fact, I have more in baskets than I have available, so people are going to miss out on this. So you picked the leathers.
Yes.
Talk to me about why you picked the colour. Which colour are we going to work with first? Are we going to work with?
I've used all of the colours across all of the kits,
yeah.
because they work with
perfectly
with the wood. I mean and they each get a different effect. I'm saying to you, when you put this lovely tealy blue with the browns, it looks sort of petrol-y. When you put it with the purples, it sort of lifts it and makes it look more turquoisey.
Absolutely.
So it's the interaction between the two gives you so many different looks.
Absolutely.
Or between the 4 even. Yeah. So yeah, that used in different combinations gives you something else as well. So
we're going to bring 2 of the leather colours to you in this designer inspiration, then we're going to do 2 of the leather colours in the second designer inspiration for you as well today. So let's start off with my favourite, just because I really want to.
Okay.
I want to start off with the purple, please.
Okay.
This is sensational.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? What a lovely colour.
I adore this.
It's not quite patent. It's not patent, but it's just
got a gentle sheen to it, hasn't it?
And a slight crackled look. So it looks sort of aged
almost. Can you see that?
Which, to be honest, I think it sets it apart from the fake, PVC and things like that
you can tell this is real instantly.
Yeah, and it just sets it apart. And it's got, whilst if you just use it dry like this, it's got a rigidity that the napper that we used to have, the lamb's napper that we had before, which isn't this finish. No. It's got more rigidity in it. However, you can soften it by getting it wet, and you can mould it and it will hold its shape nicely. Beautiful. So it's really versatile as well as being gorgeous.
It is so stunning. This is beautiful, genuine crushed grape colour leather, brand spanking new. It is sensational, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just beautiful. It
is
colour.
Beautiful. It's got a gorgeous effect on it. It has got that aged look to it. We can shape it. It's super easy to work with.
Yes, yeah.
What about beginners? Beginners to jewellery maker?
Well, I actually think leather's a great beginner's craft, and even Tom got involved with me this week because it's been half term. He's been working with me with the kits, and he's got involved cutting leather. He actually made me this piece. So he cut the leather and threaded it in the He made me this piece.
Tell us how old Tom is.
He's 10.
Tom's 10 and he made this piece.
Yeah, and he, you know, because basically it's cutting, it's drawing round shapes, cutting them out, and then you're just folding them in different ways. So it's cutting and sticking. It's just like an upgrade from papercraft, really.
I suppose.
It's, you know, it's really fun and easy and very satisfying. I think it's probably the most satisfying kits I've had ever, because they're so quick and they look amazing.
Absolutely, they do, don't they? They absolutely do. And look on the other side as well.
See, that's nice. If you're more into your pastel tones, you want to escape from the deep dark colours, you just turn it over and use the other side and you've got your pastel tones.
I see. That is genuinely stunning. Just to let you know, if you're coming through on the phones, we've just been told that apparently this has not been enabled somehow. So we're going to do that now. Ring back in 3 minutes. Don't worry, we've got plenty of this because it is brand new. Loads of web bidders come in. You've all checked out your baskets. Apparently it's not been enabled for the phones yet, but my producer is just in the process of sorting it out. She's very professional. So do stay where you are. Now, we were looking back on the last set of leather that we had. The last leather that we had was the neon colours. Do you remember those? By the way, it's done. If you want this, ring in now. It's done. It's been a-okay. People know about it. Ring the call centre 0800 644 655. You can get it now. Yeah, so lots and lots of people. The last set that we had with the neon colours, remember we had neon blue, we had neon pink, and we had neon yellow, and the colours that we'd had on before that. For a sheet of this size, which we all know is a square foot, $14.95. This is brand spanking new. We're doing a launch price. Beautiful launch price. It's not $14.95. Your price today for this gorgeous leather is £12.95. The last set of neon, the last set of leathers that we had in, and the set before that were $14.95. This though, $12.95 for you today.
It's great price. It's great value. It really is. Yeah, yeah. You can get so much out of a sheet of leather. So much.
You can, can't you? And there's no waste really.
No, you'll see in the next, I think it's the next bundle, I've done one with the waist, which shows you
a separate piece.
Yeah, separate piece.
Fab.
Yeah.
Just to let everybody know, hi to you all. Just to let you, there are telephone bidders coming through now, so it's definitely working on the telephone. Just to let everybody know, with our gorgeous leather, it is brand spanking new. Get your hands in it whilst you can. And if you are brand new to JewelleryMaker and you're wondering what I'm doing over here, well, this is designer inspiration, and what we do is we spend 2 whole sections with our talented guest designers throughout the show. So we're going to see exactly how to use this product with that kit to make some stunning pieces, so that when you get this in a few days time, you can have a go at making the pieces too. All you have to do is watch us now, so you get it in your mind, you get it fresh in your mind, but then you can also watch us back on YouTube once you get the kit if you want a little reminder. So Gem, which piece are we going to be looking at first?
We're going to be looking at this pendant section here.
Fab.
It's layering the leather and it's cutting it and bending and shaping it. Now, funnily enough, the inspirations for today's show was, one, I wanted it to be simple things that you can do if you've never worked with leather before, something that you don't feel intimidated by it. So there's nothing difficult in here. And funnily enough, some of the inspirations for some of the designs today have come from pastries. So looking at folding, I was searching folding techniques, and it was a lot of it came from folding breads and pastries. So these actually all started as cheese puffs.
I love that. Oh, I love. Oh.
So, you know, that's another place you can look for inspiration. Sometimes these things are, you know, in places you'd never think to
Absolutely.
look. So,
down your local bakers.
Yeah.
Love a good cheesy puff.
So I'm going to start with doing this one, and you know, you don't want to see me just cutting away. So I'll show you what I've done. Is I've made a flower template to start with, just a paper one, and that's so I've really got something to draw around.
Okay.
So I've got this flower template, and I've made that by folding a circle into 3, like that.
Yeah.
And then cutting my petals, and then inside each petal I've cut a rim about 1/2 centimetre in from each petal, cut a rim like that, and that's going to give me the markers.
So you've not cut it all the way down so they come out, you've just cut it halfway, so they're not joined up those in
so
the
they're
ones.
halfway, and
Perfect.
I'll actually put a photograph of that in with the photos. I'll leave this with Ryan. I needed it for the show, but
That'd be lovely.
So what I've done, the first layer I've done of leather is I've taken a piece of my leather. Now this is what I've got left from both kits and demos.
Okay.
So you can just see how much there is. You take a piece and you just literally draw around it. Now, I don't need to. I'm going to save this piece for something else, but because I've got one cut out. But basically, you draw around it just like you would on paper, and then cut it out with scissors, or if you're lucky enough to have the leather shears, which are absolutely brilliant, you can use those to cut your shape out.
Now, why are these leather scissors so brilliant?
They just cut through like butter. They're so strong, and also they don't give you. You know, some scissors, when you go too far, you get that little, at the top end, you get that bit where it just splays slightly.
Yes, I know what you mean.
This doesn't. It cuts to the line, not beyond the line. But I know that'll make sense if you've tried it before.
I know exactly what you mean.
So when you're cutting something out, you cut up to the line. You actually do cut up to the line, not beyond it. That makes a big difference.
That really does.
But also, they don't blunt, because leather. You can cut it with your normal scissors. It will cut fine with a normal pair of scissors if that's what you've got. However, you'll blunt them really quickly.
I see. Okay, so really important that we've got the right tools. And let's face it, you know, the leather itself, it's not just like your paper. If you cut a piece of paper wrong, don't get me wrong, I have some very expensive papers in my stash, but it's not like paper. If you go a bit wrong on paper, oh, well, all right, you've got another whole reel.
Yeah.
With this, you know, we want to be careful with this, don't we? We want to use the right tools.
Yeah. I mean, if you go wrong, you can put it in your scrap box, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's nice to get it right.
To get it right first time. And if you can, now's your chance to do so, because these are your professional leather cutting scissors. Take a little look at them. Super duper durable. They're going to last and last and last. How long have you kind of worked with your leather cutting scissors? Have you?
Since the first time we got leather in, so yeah, quite a long time.
Quite a while.
Yeah.
And you do a lot of leather work. You love your leather work, don't you?
Yeah, and to be honest, I use them for all my projects as well, because they're just so good. So I use them with other fabrics and felt and all sorts. Sari silk, yeah.
Fab.
Yeah, I use them as my general fabric scissors.
Oh, that's really good. So we can use these with this medium, but with others as well. You've also got this DVD to Introduction to Leather Jewellery that we have here for you. Loads of you are coming in for this. There's loads and loads of information on here. You get shown how to do ring, cufflinks, earrings, necklace as well on there. It shows you lovely projects. So this is great to get you involved, because the introduction will go through, you know, how to use different pieces. Is this with gorgeous Natalia? It is this one, isn't it? Oh, Natalia, love her. So look at these gorgeous rings that she's made. Absolutely beautiful, and you get shown how to make these pieces as well. So we've got loads of leather on the show today. We've got different types of leather for you to get involved with as well, and you can get the DVD and the tools you need throughout the show. Here are your leather scissors and your DVD introduction at a price we shouldn't do. That price is sensational.
It is.
No, you're not. How many have we got? Just do it. Just do it. £9.90. I would never have even imagined these leather scissors were. It's been so long since I've done these scissors, I couldn't remember the price at all. I was thinking about £14.95. Our price today.
Wow.
You buy the DVD, you get the scissors for £2. Do you know what? At that price, even if you're not interested in doing leather, just for using these with things like your sari silk or your other fabrics, and then there's probably techniques in here that you can actually do with other fabrics as well.
Yeah, I mean, specialist shears. I mean, my dressmaking shears here are £30. Wow. You know, that's how much a specialist pair of cutters shears are. Yeah, so that's amazing price.
I'm not surprised. We always sell out of these. The last leather show I did, we didn't have these in stock. It was a bit of a nightmare, really, but we just didn't. Loads of you coming in, names going off my screen twice. My producer Helen has now realised that maybe she shouldn't have done that price. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And I got to say, I'd never worked with leather for jewellery before I watched that DVD. So I learned pretty much all the techniques I needed from that DVD. So it's a really good investment.
Brilliant. I've got about 30 left. Started off with about 200. Funnily enough, it hasn't stuck around at that price.
I'm not surprised.
No, me neither. Okay, pokes them with you. So we've cut out our shape as we wanted.
A flower. Okay, and I haven't marked. And this is a mistake I made first time round. When I did this, I'd made my template. And I went in and drew round. Now, if you've got a chalk, dressmaker's tailoring chalk, then yeah, draw your lines in first. But I I can't find mine. So I was doing mine with pen in there, and then I realised when I'm folding
fold it, you can see
I'm actually
it.
going to see it. So, but I did find an easier way of doing it anyway. So I'll leave those on there so that just so that you can see where I'm going to cut.
Okay.
But the best way to do it is to fold each petal in half, like that, and give it a good press. And then take your shears, and I'm going to run my scissors so that I'm cutting both sides together, so they're about 1/2 centimetre in from the edge. That's 5 millimetres in from the edge, and I'm going to run that down, sort of following the shape of the petal towards the centre. Okay, so I've got that shape cut out, and I need to do that on each petal. So just go round one at a time. You see how that's popped that one out, one at a time, and cut these lines in. Okay.
How easy they're slicing through, even though that's a doubled up layer.
They would slice. I mean, they've sliced through. Some layers I've done are like 3 layers. I layered one up as an experiment for a ring, and then cut through, and there's not a problem cutting through 3 layers with glue.
That's amazing.
So yeah, they're very strong, very sharp.
That's really, really good. Loads of you coming in for this. It is about to sell out. Just whilst you're snipping that last petal, I'd better quickly bring you on another leather. Do you want to do this colour now? We'll save the colours, the lemongrass, we'll save the colours in my necklace for the second designer inspiration. We're going to bring you this coloured leather now. This is lemongrass, and this is another one that you personally chose.
Yeah, I love this one. I love this. And lime, I love lime at the moment. Yeah. I don't know what, I think it's because it's everywhere. It's that sort of lime, acid, mustard. It's just gorgeous.
It's stunning.
Yeah.
I adore this colour. Again, it's got that kind of vintage crackled effect. It's beautiful on the soft side as well. Really, really gorgeous on this side too. This is such a fashionable colour at this moment in time. It really, really is. In fact, it goes great even with our jewellery maker colours, doesn't it? Just goes to show you, because you'd think unusual colours like this, but if I show you it just with the jewellery maker colours at the top, goes to me with every single one of those colours, which you might not imagine. But it does, because it's just on the cusp of a Mother Nature colour, isn't it?
Yeah, it reminds me sort of like safaris. That's why I loved it with the wood. You know, it does remind me of that sort of feel.
I know what you mean.
Safari feel.
Safari feel.
Yeah.
Loads of you already coming in for this. It's 1 square foot of your lemongrass, brand spanking new, chosen by Gemma Crow. Get a little bit of inspiration in your life today. Your price point today for this is just £12.95, £2 off the price you're normally expecting, but we are doing it in style, and why not? £12.95 for you today. Genuinely sensational colour, and if you look at the piece we're making right now, it's actually the colour that we've used in the background of this design. So essential if you want to create this design in this palette. I have this colour and this colour coming up for you in the second designer inspiration, so don't go anywhere. I also have different types of leather coming up for you later too. Okay, so you've snipped those out.
I've snipped those, yeah. So they're ready. It's ready to be folded now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'm going to pop in a centre first, because I want the centre sort of to hint, not because I don't necessarily want to put them right down when I fold them back.
Yeah.
If I get this board out of the way, give you an easier colour. So what we're going to do is fold this over, and it gives us a lovely contrast between the dark shiny side and the suede-y side, and you can use any side, which is nice. So I think in the inspiration one I've used the shiny side up when I fold, and so I'll do that again. But what I'm going to do is pop a centre in. So I've used one of these gorgeous they're like a leopard print, aren't they? These lovely sort of saucer spacer beads, really lovely. And I've got a findings pack here that I've just used, and you'll have various findings. Now a head pin, the smaller head pins are too small, they'll fall straight through. So you need a little stopper on the top. So I've just used one of these that came in one of the findings packs, but a small bead or a larger head pin would do the same job.
Maybe if you've got those star ones that we had on earlier. We have still got some of those ones available. They'll come in at the bottom of the screen, and because we only have about 3 of that kit left at the moment. So if you've got one of those star ones that we had on before, we had them in silver, gold, and we had the featherweight, 300 of them, amazing price point.
Yeah. Right, okay, so I want to make a hole in the centre of my flower. Now if you find it difficult to find the centre, you can either pop your template back on. The amount of times I do this by eye and then think, oh, I wish I'd just measured. So pop your template back on, or make some folds so you find the centre, pierce a hole in the centre. I knew I had this board for a reason. So I'm using an awl, but you can use a pin or a craft knife or something just to make a hole.
Okay.
And then thread your headpin with your gemstone on so it sits in the centre. Now the back's going to be covered because we're going to put another layer of leather on. However, a good way to do this if you're not going to be using another layer on the back is to do it like this. Find so much stuff over here. So what I've done is I've bent it off to the side. I'm going to grip right at the bend as close to where it protrudes from the leather as I possibly can. Okay, so with my round nose pliers, and then pull it around to make a spiral. So instead of making a spiral from the end of your wire, you're making it from the centre. Okay, which is going to give you a base as well as it looking neat. So you're just holding on to it, making a spiral as you normally would, but you're starting from the centre instead. And that's a good way to sort of make stud earrings and things like that as well.
Okay.
So just be a bit fiddly to grab hold of, but it does give you a nice firm fit, and it's not going to go anywhere. And it's flat. That's the other thing. You want to keep these things as flat as you can at the back because you don't want anything sticking out. So I'm losing everything. And just trim that off. So that's our centre of our flower firmly positioned.
Fab.
And I'm going to take some glue. Now this is a leather glue here, but I'm not sure if we have any in stock, but you can use your E6000 or any fabric glue or anything like that. I'm sure we've got E6000 in stock, haven't we? If not, we sold out.
We've brought some to you recently. You've had loads of glue on recently, haven't you? So the E6000 if you want to use that, or if you have the Natalia leather glue, then use that definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So all I'm going to do is splodge a dab of glue in there, right underneath the bead, and I'm going to take each of these edges and pull them up and just sort of tuck the tip under the bead. Okay, give it a press down. If you take your awl is really handy here. I've lost that again.
Oh good, I'm glad it's not just me who has a crafting area and uses something and instantly loses it.
You should have seen my house the last few days. It honestly, it took me 4 hours to put everything away yesterday. just to put everything away.
I love that.
So pop all this in. Do you know what? This glue is nice. If you pop it, if you've got lots of sticking like this to do, just pop a load on it. As it goes tacky, it's actually even nicer because it just holds straight away.
Oh, that's a good tip.
So then just tuck it. I'm just tucking each of these in, and I'm not folding them because I do want that raised sort of curve. If I press them down, I'm going to crease it. Okay. So I want to keep that curve. So I'm literally just tucking underneath the bead, give it a press down.
So the shape of this wooden bead is essential, really.
Yeah, it's
got
perfect.
The lip on it.
It's perfect.
It could be quite fiddly to do with a round.
Yeah. I mean, you could do it.
Yeah.
You could do it, but this is an absolutely perfect shape. And these make great buttons as well. I don't know if you want to see on the back of that blue collar. I've made a button with it.
How cool.
So you just cut pop it on a head pin, cut a slit in your other side, and it makes a lovely button.
I do have some pop fastenings for you later on, and they come with the correct tools as well. It's going to be a bundle, so it'll come with the anvil and the jabber as well. That's not the name. They're coming up for you later on too.
So there we go. We've got our little flower.
It's like a crown from the side. I love that.
Yeah, and give it a little squidge just to puff those petals up. So there's our flower.
That's gorgeous.
You can pop those in headbands and all sorts.
I just love that as a little brooch.
Yeah, a brooch. I was thinking a brooch, and I thought, well, I haven't got any wire to make one. So, okay. So then next, I'm popping it onto another flower shape. And I think I've maybe cut this one a little bit big. So what I'll do is I'm going to stick it on and then cut it out.
Okay.
Because then I know I'm definitely going to have the right shape. And also I won't have any draw lines on it.
Ah, good tip.
Okay, so simple as popping the glue up. You don't have to go right up to the edges because as you press down it'll squidge it out. So popping more glue on. And then I'm going to stick this down roughly line up the petals. You can keep it that big if you like, but what I want to do with this, I want to make it sort of puffy, like a 3D, so I don't want it too big and bulky. So stick that down, and then we're going to take our scissors and just cut around, sort of leaving again about 1/2 centimetre border, really, all the way around.
Just to let you know, I do have another DVD coming up for you later on. It is by Natalia Coleman, and it is, I would say, one for people who've definitely tried leather before, but also one for people who are really starting out but want some really extravagant designs. That's coming up for you later on, and I have some products that we can use alongside that as well. So do stay tuned, because that's coming up for us with gorgeous Natalia Coleman. That'll be up later on.
That is an excellent DVD.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I launched that DVD
Did you?
with Natalia, I think. And just blown away by it.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Pieces
I've got
are
that one.
astonishing.
Okay, so just get that last bit. So I've cut all the way around it.
Quick and easy.
Yeah, and then I've got another piece here, a backing piece, and I've made it deliberately smaller than my original flower.
Fab.
Because what I want to do is I want to raise it so that the whole flower is slightly 3D.
Fab.
Okay, so to do that, this is where your scraps come in handy. And here's my bag of scraps.
Fab.
So just take a few scraps that you can cut some circles or circles out of. So
They're nothing like the scraps you get from a chip shop.
No, unfortunately
I
not
love
right now.
Scraps
Yeah.
from a chip shop.
So
Apparently in London they don't do scraps.
don't
No,
know. We used to
apparently
call
not.
we used to call them scrumps.
Oh, mate.
Scrumps.
Mate. Up north
Yeah.
for scraps.
Scrumps in
scraps.
Gloucester. Okay, so I'm going to get a few together, and I'm just going to cut out some rough circle shapes. Don't have to measure them or anything.
Because they're going to be hidden.
Yeah, and these are just going to form a little cushion or little platform for the centre of our flower to sit on, just to raise it up a bit. So we don't want them too big, because we don't really want to see them. So we just make a load like this, cutting them out really quite rough and quickly. So let's go 5, that'll do. That'll give us a nice raised area. So literally just going to stick them into the centre. 1, 2.
It's fab that you can use the scraps for this.
Yeah,
Absolutely great.
I love the scraps. In fact, I enjoyed making the scrap pieces just as much as these nice structural ones. Okay, so now I'm going to take some more glue in the centre there and pop the centre of my flower onto that. And then this is where it's quite useful to have your glue sort of tacky. So if we just turn this upside down and just pop a bit of glue on each of these tips, just so that the tackiness starts to go. So when we actually get to doing each one, they'll hold easier and quicker. So now if you take the opposite petals, and what we're going to do is just take them and push them into the leather.
Okay.
Now it's water-based, this leather, so it won't hurt if it gets on your hands, and you can just take your pick and run it across just to take off any excess, so don't worry about it getting onto there. So if we do that one and then the opposite one, so that we're pushing in the same direction, take that one and push it to get it into position. You see the whole flower raising in the centre?
Whole thing now.
Okay, so that's pushed into there. Keep it pushed down in the centre as well, because it'll want to spring up until it's thoroughly stuck. We do that on each side, each petal. That last one. I am doing this rather quickly, just so I get it done to show you. So that's that done. You can see it's puckering the leather at the moment because it's not thoroughly stuck. So we just keep it going. Just hold that for a few seconds. Then what we're going to do is we're going to stick it onto another backing.
Okay.
And when we do this, we're going to trap a piece of beading thread so that we can thread onto it. But you can just punch holes for your fastening, but it's good to think ahead, because sometimes I get carried away making a design and then think, oh, now what am I going to do with it? You know, how am I going to, because when I made this I thought, oh, it would be a nice brooch, but I actually wanted to thread it, so I actually had to unstick it to get my thread in, so I'll show you to save you having the same problem.
Okay.
Right, so that's pretty much done. You can see it wants to raise, so this is where a backing on there will really cement it all down.
Okay.
So more glue, and this time we're going to come all the way around the edges and into the middle and stick it. Just find a place where we don't want to cut. Now what I try to do is, some people say go to the corners because that gives you a good, you know, it saves the leather, but I try to keep one edge that I don't use so that I get the full, so I've got that full length. That's because that's another bangle, or that's 3.
And you've got perfect straight lines.
Or if I got about 4 bracelets there, if I wanted to, so I don't want to use that space. So just a bit of thinking like that helps you to make it go further. So press down all the way around. The other great thing about this particular glue actually is the fact that it's waterproof. So you know, make sure when you're using it, because I mean, I don't know about you, but when I make like leather jewellery, for example, like bracelets and things, I don't take them off. So this goes in the shower, and you know what I mean.
Bath, yeah.
I made a bit of a mistake there. I wanted to leave an edge, and I glued it. Put it down before I'd...
That's not an issue, is it? You just wipe that off?
Just scrape that off. So we'll get a bit of a cotton buddy or a baby wipe or something just to get that off before it dries.
Okay.
But leave an edge, and then I'm lucky enough to have some pinking shears. Not everybody will have those, so if you've got pinking shears, they're great because they make a lovely edge. But otherwise, you can just cut straight round. Just if I cut around here.
My sister cut her hair with a pair of those when she was younger. She cut a fringe, and my mum went to her, Rachel, you cut your fringe! And she had a huge zigzag fringe, and she just went, oh.
That would be quite that would be edgy now. You could get away with that
That'd
now.
be so edgy.
Yeah.
So edgy. She's in her 40s now. I reckon she could still pull it off. I'll tell her to do it again, Charlotte. Alright, I'll pass that on.
Right. So it's not a bad idea actually. Pinking shears.
Hey, I've given Gemma a corker of an idea. You could pull that off.
I cut my hair yesterday because I cut my own hair now. I don't.
Do you?
I don't let anybody else do it anymore. So
Too many disasters.
But I always cut a zigzag. So I'll just get these out. Good plan. Right, okay,
Here's
so there we go.
Gem.
That's it, it's done. How quick was that? And I've been
so
talking
quick
the
and
whole
simple.
way. So that's your pendant. You can either punch 2 holes in there, and I think we've got the punch coming up later, which is great.
We have got the whole punch coming up.
Popping holes, punch holes in to hang it, or just glue a brooch pin on the back. Another nice thing is if you do want to glue a brooch pin, if you pop your bar on and then stick a patch of leather over it so that it's caged rather than just gluing it straight on, and that will work nicely. But
if you did want a hole punch, you're going to need the hole punch. Now, the hole punch is not the type of thing you find in your office, ladies and gentlemen, is it?
No.
You can use it on your belts, yes, Helena, although you don't have to because you're tiny. But we have got the hole punch here. Now, I know that you've got you've got a hole punch.
Yep.
What do we use it for?
Punching holes.
Good. Just test it. But it's perfect for your leather, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is, and it is good for your belts. I've used it before.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and putting extra holes on shoe buckles and things like that.
Hey, good tip. I've thought about that. Essentially, what it does is you've got the opportunity. It's a rotary punch, so it has. Am I right saying it's 6 different punches? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's one in the middle, 6. So this is a rotary punch that we have here. So essentially, you can just with your finger, you just move the different sizes, and it goes from around about a 2mm hole, so super duper fine, all the way up to about a 4.8mm hole. So this is the largest hole. So you can use these essentially to add cord through your pieces. So so for example, if on this piece here, you did say a hole here and a hole here.
Yeah.
You could, for the smaller holes, maybe just do a few layers of beading thread or a bit of chain, or a jump ring and a bit of chain.
Yeah.
Or you could use, with the larger hole, even do a little bit of kumihimo maybe to go through.
Yeah, it's quite a substantial size, that one, so a lot of your thick cords would go through.
Well, sari, you know, the sari.
Yeah, it will. It will.
Fab.
Because it's got a bit of give as well.
Yeah.
So.
It's so simple, and literally all you do is you push them together, don't you?
Yeah. Should we do some
Yeah,
holes?
go on, let's punch something.
Let's do some holes.
Ooh, I'm punching the air with excitement. We've had text in. I love texts. Look how easy this is.
So if I do one either side at the top here, I'm using a small one just in case I want to put a jump ring or something through.
Yeah.
So hold it, press, you hear a nice click. I usually give it a little wiggle just to make sure, and open it, and you've got a perfectly clean,
perfectly clean hole. And let's face it, we do not want to get to the point where we've made something this gorgeous, made something this beautiful, and then try and stab at it with a pen.
No.
Or something like that.
There's nothing else to the same job. You need a punch.
You need a punch.
Yeah.
And look, we've just done 2 there. Look how easy that is. So simple to do. We've had loads of texts in, so thanks everyone for your texts. Feel free to send them in, because we understand we don't do leather that often, so you might not know much about it. And this is from Michelle. Hi Michelle, that says, Gem, can I ask you, if this leather gets wet, does it discolour? Good question, Michelle.
No, when it's wet, it will change colour to a darker
whilst
tone.
It's still wet.
Mm-hmm. The shiny side will return to its original colour, to the colour it is now. The other side, the suede side will always be slightly different, but it's very slightly darker, because what it happens, the reason it's light is because it's fluffy.
Yes.
When so it sort of diffuses the colour then, but when it's wetted, it becomes more less textured.
I know what you mean.
You take the texture away, you also take some of that fluffy colour away, so it does change it slightly, yes.
Good tip. So the front, no problem, the back a tiny bit, but you hardly notice.
No.
Good question, Michelle. This is your rotary hole punch. Can we just show how you change the different sizes as well?
So really changing the different sizes, it only turns in one direction, so it goes this way.
So you literally just do it with your hands.
Click it round. It's a really
so simple.
It's one of those tools that every household should have.
Yeah.
It's just a household tool.
Household tool, you're right.
So you can punch paper with it as well, so all your homework projects and things like that. I mean, the amount of times this just pretty much stays in the kitchen drawer,
That's
in the
fab.
In the useful drawer.
What price is this? Forgotten. Sensational price point. Because you're saying about papercraft and making all of these little circular holes. I've got loads and loads of different stamps of different sizes, but they're £5 a pop.
Yes.
For just pure plain circle ones. They can be more than that for the elaborate shapes, but £5 a pop just for the perfect holes, because when you do little punches, £5 a pop, so that would be, well, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, £35. Today though, for you, $14.95, and this is sturdier than those ones I use, because mine would never go through leather. Sometimes I have to get my foil out to sharpen them because they've been through 3 sheets of paper and they've quivered. $14.95. That's an astonishing price point.
It's a great price.
Really is.
Not only does it make nice holes, it also gives you nice leftovers.
Of course, because you can reuse the little scrap bits.
You just push them out. You can see them in there.
And you don't have to pick them out. You push them, don't you?
You can push them out. It depends how many you've done
got in there. Yeah. But they come out the other side.
You just pop them out the other side, and they'll pop out.
And then we've got you've got all these perfect little circles to use. Fantastic. Okie dokie, lots of you coming in for that rotary hole punch. Get them whilst you can. Because if you want to add a clasp to this, or if you want to add a bracelet or anything to this, it's going to need those.
Yeah.
Okay, lovely, I'm back with you.
How long have we got?
You've got 10, 15 minutes.
Can I show the ring?
Yes, you absolutely can. Don't forget, you've got the chance to win this ring today. We were saying earlier how much I absolutely adore this ring, because it looks big, it looks bold, but it's so nice to wear because it is lightweight.
It is, yeah, it's really nice to wear.
Imagine if that was a cabochon. How huge that would be. If that was a cabochon, it'd be like you're at the gym, wouldn't it?
I think it looks really stylish.
It's so
something about it. I was so pleased with that.
And because it's leather, it's so comfortable too.
Yeah.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah.
I love it. Fab.
Okay, so to make this, you need your ring size. And so best thing to do is take a piece of paper, wrap it round, so that you know what your ring size is, and then leave enough for an overlap.
Yeah.
Because obviously we're going to join it. Okay. So we'll just cut a strip. So this is going to be our ring base. It's up to you how wide you do this.
Okay.
I'm going to just guess for this. See what I'm saying about it cutting right up to the tip?
Yeah, it does.
You know how you overcompensate?
Yeah, you're right. You naturally, when you're cutting paper with normal scissors,
you naturally don't go up to the edge, but these they cut perfectly up to the edge.
Fab.
Okay, so I've got that one. I'm going to take my ring here. Just use some of these. Throw everything around. And just, I'm taking it to the back. And I'm going to draw around the inside of the shape. Draw around it that way, and then remember to flip it over to draw around it the other way, because we want it to go in the other side too. Okay, two shapes, they're opposites, and we'll cut those out. Do you want to cut those out?
Yeah,
Can I do the next bit?
Yeah.
Okay, we want a bit of support in the middle, so what I've done is taken a piece of beading thread, threaded it all the way through. Actually, let's pop on, so we will need to put on a couple of crimp beads first. So first thread through one side of your, I keep calling it a gemstone, but you know what I mean, it's the wooden bead. 2 crimp beads onto the centre, and thread the beading thread through the other side.
Okay.
Okay.
Also, just to point out, I am a lefty, and quite a lot of the time I can't cut out with scissors. But these,
easy.
I'm a lefty and left-handed, and I can.
Because the holes on each side are very similar. They're not, you know.
And the direction in which the angle of the scissors are is really good.
Oh. Okay, so I've got my beading thread running through, so I'm going to take one end, the beading thread, and pop it through the crimp bead that's on the inside, pull it down, and then pull the crimp bead right up tight to the edge there. Okay, so that, because I don't really want to see the beading thread, so I want to keep it as invisible as possible.
Okay.
And give that a good old squidge. So that's taut in there.
Okay.
And this is really just added security, and I think it was worth having this little strut, because it just acts like a strut, really. You can do it with a head pin if you want. It's just I couldn't get it the same both sides, and I wanted it to be the same both sides.
Of course.
Yes. Okay, pull that one down too, so nice and tight. Push the crimp bead right up to the edge and squish. Okay, so that's that. Holding that in place for me. I'm just going to cut these off.
Okay. Just to let you know, not many of the lemongrass left. The lemongrass is what we're working with now to do the base of this ring, so do get that quickly if you want it. £2 off for the usual price. It's £12.95 for you today.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the ring base, the cut bit that we've cut for the ring, and I'm going to thread it underneath first, underneath the beading thread.
Yeah.
Okay, pop a little bit of glue on there.
Fab.
And then all the way around and stick it like that, so it's overlapping. Okay, so there's our ring base in place, ready. And then what we're going to do is on this side, I'm going to just pop a bit of glue in the centre just to help. Take your piece of leather and lay that in. Now, don't worry if it doesn't quite meet the sides one area or it doesn't quite marry up, because we'll fix that with our chain in a minute. So we just glue that down there.
Fab.
And on the other side, we glue this one in place too. And this one goes on last because it covers all the uglies. Okay.
Got you.
And I really fill this area with glue. Doesn't matter which glue you're using, but just fill it so we're flooding it.
Okay.
Okay, so that we know every surface is going to be covered and filled, and there's not room for gaps or movement then.
Okay.
So that squishes into there and covers that gap nicely, so it's as pretty from underneath as it is from the top.
Fab.
Right, then the next bit is we're going to just surround this with some chain. Now, there's a chain bundle coming up in a matrix box, which is fabulous.
There is.
And in there is some of this lovely ball chain. But you might have some in your stash. So, and all the other fine chains will work too. Now, what I tend to do is squidge a bit of my glue out and use my pick just to take bits of the glue at a time, and we're just going to dab it into the edges. Now, if we've got the lovely glue with the tiny nib on,
yeah,
sure, that's
hypo cement.
That's ideal.
Tiny
but
little
But you know, using a glue like this, or anything that dries clear, it won't really matter that much. It'll be, you won't see it once it's dry anyway. So glue all the way around the edges. Just keep filling it.
Really getting it into there.
Into the edges, and then we just drop our chain. Now don't start on a bend because that's the hardest place to join it. So just what I do is I drop the chain in and let it position itself. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep dropping it. It's hard
so
to do it.
So you're almost just guiding it in.
Yeah.
It's hard to do it when you show it to the camera.
Yes, it is. So, and just take your finger and push it into position all the way around. Yeah, I'm not doing a great job of this actually.
You are.
Okay, pop that all in. You can see it works. You can see the finished piece. Drop it into there. See where it just meets, and snip it off. So snip in between those, and just pat them down. And then when you let that dry,
and it dries beautifully clear,
it will look like you've just got like a piece of leather set inside.
How gorgeous is that?
Really simple.
That is so easy to do. You've literally done that from start to finish. There was no prep there whatsoever.
No.
That is start to finish. And you know, I said to you, you've got about 10-15 minutes. You have taken 8 minutes to do that.
Is that all it was?
8 minutes.
Good. I can whip a few of these up when I come home and go in there. So there you go.
It's sensational.
And the same with the earrings, but they've got a head pin going through.
Gem, you're a complete and absolute starlight. You really, really are. We've had so many messages in. Keep those messages coming in for us. We're going to try and get through as many as we possibly can today. Gem, what are we seeing in your second DI, please?
More folding and manipulating. Yeah, nice, and it's a bit more feminine. This one I think is quite androgynous. Is that the right word?
Yes, absolutely androgynous. Yeah.
And earthy, and the other one's much more feminine.
And the one that I have on my neck is from that second collection.
It is. That one would have worked in there, except you need the other bits from the other bundle.
You need this. These are coming up in the second DI. Now, after the break, not only do I have the second Pictionary to win a whole collection of Gemma Crow's pieces, I also have, and I'm so proud to say this, the nicest Colombian emeralds coming up for you after the break.
We really appreciate your support here at JewelleryMaker, so we'd like to give you something back every time you refer a friend to us. Once your friend's order is delivered, you'll both be rewarded with a free £10 credit to each of your accounts. Simply log onto your account or ask our call centre team to find your Refer a Friend code, give it to your friend, and have them type it into the refer box when they sign up online. Alternatively, give the code to our friendly call centre team and they'll do the rest. So come and bring your friends into the fabulous world of jewellery making. JewelleryMaker, share your passion.
Download the JewelleryMaker app today. You can watch our JewelleryMaker shows live, view all the details of the item that is currently on air, as well as browsing all the items from today's show. You can also minimize the video or switch to use as a companion app. Get the JewelleryMaker app today and boost your viewing experience. Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the Genuine Gemstone Company. If you love classic jewellery, then why not come and join guest designer Gemma Crow on our vintage workshop. Gemma will guide you through various beading and wirework techniques which will inspire you to create timeless designs from a bygone era. The full course includes a selection of wire, a selection of findings and charms, a bead scoop, use of all relevant tools and equipment, a buffet lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studio and a visit to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just $69.95. Have a blast from the past and take home some amazing designs. For further information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. JewelleryMaker ships to the following countries. We offer 2 delivery services, standard and premium. So wherever you are in the world, JewelleryMaker are never far away.
If you miss a JewelleryMaker show, then simply go to our YouTube page where you'll be able to find hours of JewelleryMaker footage. Search by show, date or type. Alternatively, search by guest designer by using our playlist page. You can also find hours of tutorials with handy hints and tips to give you inspiration. Our YouTube page is updated on a daily basis, so you can access any show at any time. Stay in touch with JewelleryMaker.
We here at JewelleryMaker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM, you will receive an email asking you to rate our service and our products. This helps us to bring you excellent customer service and ensure we're bringing you value for money and high quality goods. Have your say with JewelleryMaker FIFO reviews.
I am so privileged today. I feel really, really, really lucky today because A, I'm here, so of course I always love that. B, I'm joined by this little lady, Gemma, and her pieces are amazing. How are you, love?
Good. I'm good.
And thirdly, because of this strand. Wow. Wow. This is Colombian emerald. The reputation of that location is astonishing. When it comes to emerald, we get it the world over. But when it comes to status, and it comes, in many opinions, to beauty, Colombian is the #1 location we will go to. The reason Colombian emerald has that reputation is because it is readily regarded as the most luxurious modern source of this gem. Also, for the fact that Colombian emerald has more clarity in general than any other emerald in the world, but also because the colour is that sensational, archetypal and unique emerald colour. We don't see this shade in emerald from Brazil, really. We don't see this clarity in emerald, really. When it comes to Colombian emerald, however, there is a downside. And that downside is not everybody can be lucky enough to own this. Reason being, the price points. The reputation gives it a high price point. The look, when it comes to clarity, gives it a high price point. The hue gives it a high price point. The fact it is from the highest regarded modern day location gives it a high price point. And the fact that the yields are so low and it is so loved, combined, give it a very high price point. So Colombian emerald isn't the type of emerald that everyone can be privileged enough to own. The price points for a lot are generally out of a lot of people's remits. I'm not going to stand here and say to you that this is going to be, you know, in everyone's price point. It's not. This is a luxury strand from a premier and premium location. I've got 2 slides that depict that really well. I went online today and I just typed in 1 carat
Brazilian emerald. Now this is the first one that came up. I just went for the first one that came up. There was lots more at higher prices, some at lower prices as well. But this is the first one that came up, and actually when I looked down the page it was bang on roundabout in the middle. So this is the prices you'd generally be expecting for just over a carat's worth of Brazilian emerald. Remember, this is Colombian. So Brazilian emerald, this was a 1.05 carat piece, and one individual piece of faceted Brazilian emerald. And it was faceted. In the USA it was $85, and there was $2.32 postage and packaging, taking it to a USA price of $87.32 for just over a carat's worth of Brazilian emerald. And then again in the UK it was bringing it in total with the postage and packaging at around about £58 and 52p. Now that's Brazilian emerald, so £58 and 52p. Now I need to ask you something, and the reason I'm showing you this, and I did exactly the same experiment, I typed in, because I'd already seen that one, I typed in 1.05 carats worth of Colombian emerald. The first one that came up, which again was faceted, in fact it looked very, very similar to the other one, as well, and it was from, by the looks of things, the same website, but I can't be 100% sure about that, but it was a well-known website that has strands off it, but it looked to me, when you looked at the design, like it was the same website. Now, I found the same look in a Colombian, and the reason I'm showing this to you is because I want you to understand the complete difference. I know we can see the difference in look. When you're looking at Brazilian, you just don't get clarity like this, really, do you? You just don't get this archetypal tone like this, really, do you, with Brazilian? We don't. It says emerald, but it's a different kettle of fish, really, isn't it? Can I just remind you, the price of that 1.05 Brazilian emerald in UK price was £58 and 52p. For the same carat weight of faceted Colombian emerald, first one that came up, what price do you guess? The last one was £58 and 52p. What would your guess be, Gem? You've not seen it, I know that. So it was same carat weight, faceted. One emerald was from Brazil. It was £58, 52p. One's from Colombia, like this. How much was the Colombian one? Obviously, it was more than £58.
I would imagine so, just because it's got that name and that status. That's it. Yeah.
How much would you say for a carat's worth?
Oh, should we double it?
Yeah?
Yeah, go on, we'll double it.
Double it, double it. Okay.
Yeah.
So about, that'd come out about £130 for the carat, wouldn't it? Good, yeah, easily. You can imagine doubling it. And that's kind of what we do here at Jewellery Maker. You can tell that Gem's been with Jewellery Maker a while, because that's kind of what we do here, as a rule. You'll get Brazilian emerald around kind of, you know, good quality, around £20 mark, won't you? But if you're looking for Colombian, well, you're looking closer to 50, 60, aren't you? That's what we know, that's what we expect, that's what we see of Colombian emerald. This piece, and this goes to show how great we are here at Jewellery Maker, and our connections in particular to mine owners in Colombia. The difference in price, take a little look. For 1.05 carats of Brazilian emerald, £58 and 52p. For the Colombian, £3,880. Now, why is that? All of you are thinking, hey up, why is that? It's exactly what I've said. It's about the status, it's about the highly regarded pedigree location, it's about the colour, it's about the fact that this has got clarity in it that Brazilian can't say it has time and time again. This one has. The yields on this are down so far on that of Brazilian. Brazilian emerald, they pull out of the ground carats weight and carats weight, hundreds and hundreds, and sometimes probably even thousands of carats a day. This gemstone, nowhere near that at all. It's such a rarity. I told you that this isn't going to be one for every single pocket, and it's not. I'll be completely honest with you. I purposely didn't want to know the price of this. I didn't want to know the price of this at all. And the reason I didn't want to know the price of it is because I'd done that research, I'd found that, and by the way, that Colombian emerald piece that I found, again, was the first piece, and I found ones
at higher price points, same carat weight at much higher price points than I've just shown. So don't think for a second, wow, over £3,000, that must have been a right rip-off site. There was ones much higher than that, much higher. So I purposely didn't want to know the price point of this because I've been able to bring you Colombian emerald like once before, never been able to bring you this strand or this workmanship or this beauty before. I've never seen craftsmanship like this on a Colombian emerald before myself, so I'm really fortunate to be able to bring it to you, and I wanted to be surprised as well. I know what I've got in my mind, and I've already told you what I've got in my mind. It is around the, well, I don't want to say in case I shoot myself in the foot, but it is around the, you know, we said earlier, Brazilian emerald, even faceted, lowest price we're looking at usually, you know, about £20–30, double that. I'm expecting, and this is, I'm going to be completely honest here, I might shoot myself in the foot because if it's more than this I'm going to look like a muppet, but I'm going to say to you, if it is more than this in price, that's purely because I know jewellery maker prices, and I'm just going to be completely honest. My price point on this, I'm going to say, I'm tossing it up between $59.95 and $69.95. I'm going to go for $69.95. If it is $59.95, I'm going to be jumping through the roof. At $69.95, I'll be absolutely. I did not know that price.
No, I was imagining that one at the 64-ish.
Oh my goodness. This is Colombian emerald at $29.95. I've sold you Brazilian emerald that's been opaque at that price. Don't get me wrong, there'll be more of a carat weight on that, and I understand there will be more of a carat weight on that, but I've brought you completely and absolutely opaque Brazilian emerald, which will have been larger pieces, because at the end of the day we can get more yield out of the ground in Brazil. That's why it's a lower price point. I've brought you that at the same price you're seeing on screen now for Colombian emerald. Oh my absolute genuine goodness. I cannot get over that for a second. Can I just say, I understand that I've been saying to you not everyone can afford this, and genuinely I promise you not everyone can usually. I can't remember off the top of my head the price of that last Colombian emerald, but I know definitely it was over £50. I know, and that's why it was kind of an educated guess with the 59, because as I said, this one to me is more beautiful because the craftsmanship on this in particular strand is so much more than the previous strand of Colombian emerald I've seen. I'm absolutely shocked and blown away. I know I've already said that this isn't, you know, to a price point that everyone can expect, and please do forgive me, you know, if you're thinking, well, Becky, you know, quite a few people can you know, afford £30 easily for emerald. Yeah, okay, absolutely. £30, the price of a dress, you know what I mean, that kind of stays in fashion for one season, or you rip it and you tear it and then you don't wear it again. We're more than happy to spend £30 on a dress. After, actually often, if you get a dress for £30, you tell all your friends your dress was only £30, don't you? I would never expect that for an heirloom piece of emerald that is going to last not just 6 months whilst it's in fashion or in style, but for years and years and years and decades and decades and decades, and generation upon generation in your family. That is amazing. I can't get over it. You've got to check out your baskets. Well done. Your names have gone off my screen. I've got about 40 people who've already got their hands on this. I've got multi-buyers on this. I've got people buying 3 on this as well. Well done to you all. Josephine, you're an absolute loving cork. Thank you for getting your hands on this. David's in, as is Susan, as is Caroline. Marion. Marion. Oh my goodness, how weird is this? Wait. I'm about to do the second clue. I'm about to do my second clue. I know, but that is creepy. This is my second clue. If you're not sure what this is, we're going to do 4 clues throughout the day. They're picture clues, and you get the chance to win possibly one of the biggest Gemma Crow giveaways we've ever done. A whole set of Gemma Crow's pieces from today's show. A whole set: necklace, ring, earrings, and a bracelet. This is your second clue, and you'll understand if you get this why I find it weird. Look at that. Don't forget, you've got to wait for all 4. You've got to wait for all 4. Gemma Crow is scowling at this, trying to work out what it is.
I know what it is, but only because I know what it is.
Oh.
But do you know what I mean? I can't make out what it is inside of the black.
I know what it is because I know what it is, but I can't work out what it is. Right, you can see what it is, as in you can see the picture, but you can't work out what it is.
It's not very clear though, is it?
Yes, it is. It's very clear. It's ridiculously clear.
Well, I don't know if I would be able to tell what that splodge in the middle is.
Splodge?
It's like a splodge.
It's not a splodge.
Maybe it's just the screen in here.
Yeah, maybe it is. So don't forget, you've got to wait till you get all four. I'll give you a clue on that one if the kids are watching as well. Kids, if you're watching, this is just for you. Don't tell the adults. It is a cartoon, it's a film, and it's a book, and it's a very well-known British sort of character, isn't it? Very well known. Does that help? Helena's now singing the theme tune from the Disney version. I hope that helped. Well done everyone for getting that. I'm absolutely blown away by that. I truly, truly am. And can I just say, if you were to be lucky enough to get that Colombian emerald, honestly, I think that might be your purchase of the week for me. And if you're managing to pair it with this, casual. I'm so subtle, me, aren't I? Have a look at that tanzanite and emeralds. Oh my goodness. Do you know what? Can I just say, even if this strand of tanzanite was £100, you would be making a fully tanzanite and fully emerald, Colombian emerald strand at necklace for less than £130 if you use them all. Even if you just use one of these drops and a quarter of this strand, you'd sell it for that price, wouldn't you? This is your tanzanite. I've not got many left. What a shocker. Why don't I have many left? Because the world doesn't have many left, to be honest. You've got to grab it whilst you can. This is a stunning, stunning example, I have to say, because these pieces are so, so large, you get that multicolour effect. When I'm looking at these, I'm getting purples, blues and greens. Your price point today, I've got to bring it in. You're joking. What is going on with the world today?
Is that how much the tanzanite is?
Yeah.
Wow.
Have you seen the piece?
Yeah, I didn't expect that at all.
You're just making me look like a Wally today. Some might say I don't need help.
Have they gone?
Yeah, they've gone.
Oh.
Sorry.
See, you could get that to go with a little chicken.
It's like you're skiing. Downhill. Whoa! Downhill gemstone. Oh. Come here, you. Did you just make a skiing joke? Tell me what it was. Because of the different slopes. It's rubbish if you have to explain the joke. What was the joke? Oh, I went down a black slope. That's really steep. He's going down a blue slope because one of the strands is blue. I don't know what's wrong with you today, Helena, but I love it. Take a little look at this gorgeous trio here for me. Colours of Nature. Wow. They are absolutely gorgeous. Seriously, look at the length of these. Look at the quality of every single one of those. The quality of this is absolutely epic. It really, really is. You've got 3 strands here. One of your citrine, which is just stunning. Look at the quality on that strand. The huge pieces on this strand and the clarity on this strand. The saturation is phenomenal as well. When we talk about saturation, I know it's one that a lot of people ask about. What is saturation when we talk about saturation? Okay, so saturation is a term used to describe an element of colour. So in colour, there's 3 different areas. There's tone, there's hue, and there's saturation. So hue is basically the colour. Well, this is yellow, that one is blue, that one is green. The tone is the percentage of it. So a 0% is a white and 100 is black. This, when we talk about saturation, I'm talking about how butter is the hue of, it's the hue yellow, isn't it? And the tone of it, because of the actual colouring, the tone of it, let's say, is about 25%. But then if you look at, say, a cycling vest, or you know, a vest you might wear on a builder's site, that is the same colour, it's yellow, it's the same tone because it's about 25%, but the saturation of that compared to that of butter is completely different. Do you see what I mean? That's what saturation is. And the saturation of this on this strand here is absolutely impeccable. Way more than I would usually expect to see on a natural strand of citrine. Way more than I would normally expect to see. So that's one strand. My next strand that I've got for you here is the peridot. Now don't forget peridot. We're finding it so hard to get our hands on any of Clarity of late because essentially we're just not taking any out of the ground anymore. We're getting loads of peridot out of the ground still, but there's no clarity to it. It's got loads of inclusions, and that's what we are going to be seeing on the market more and more and more. We never really expected peridot to run out, and it's not running out, that's the wrong way to describe it, but what is happening is we're not getting this quality out of the ground anymore. Mother Nature isn't offering it to us. Clarity, if you get Clarity in peridot right now and you love Clarity in peridot, buy it, because we're just not pulling it out of the ground anymore. We're not. I actually showed you a VT about it not so long ago, didn't I? I've also got a strand for you. Oh, your gorgeous Apatite as well. Stunning, stunning Apatite. We haven't had Ben singing about Apatite for a long time. My director, senior tech op, Ben, is not here today. He's being so rock and roll. He's finishing off a new track. They've got to get a track laid down by this afternoon. He didn't realise the deadline, so he is off today. So rock and roll. So rock and roll. I love asking Ben what he does at night. What did you do last night, Ben? Yeah, laid down a few tracks, you know, me and the band got together. What do you do? Sat in, watch Corrie. I've got here for you that gorgeous Apatite. My lovely director, Ben, always sings about Apatite. And I've got to say, I understand why, because it is a bit of a creative and inspirational gemstone, really. I can imagine you like this sort of gem.
I do, yeah, I do. I like Apatite. I love the colour. Colour of it and the tone of it, it's just gorgeous. But my favourite in there is that citrine. Absolutely.
Is it? Let me show these ones
I'm in love
together
with that citrine.
Why citrine?
It's one of my favourites. I really, really love it. Just love it. Love the colour, and it makes me feel happy.
Yeah.
And fresh and bright. You know, it's sort of cleansing, the colour.
Yes. No, I understand that.
It's so lovely.
I just think this is a gorgeous collection. How do you fancy an amazing price point? If I said we could do these for £10 each, that'd be fab. Let's do that then. £10 each. Wait. Should be that price. I'm ignoring that. I'm ignoring it. It's not going to be that price. Should be £32.95, I think it was. It's £29.95 for you today. £10 per strand, not even that. About £9.98 per strand. The quality of this for that price is astonishing. The fact we're not even pulling quality like this peridot out the ground anymore is a shocker. The fact that that saturation and therefore the quality of that citrine is so high at £10 a strand, that is a shocker. And the fact that this beautiful Apatite is completely and absolutely natural and has got that complete and absolute richness, to get that for around £9.98 is absolutely astonishing. And then the length of these strands. These are seriously lengthy strands that we're working with here. No spaces on those whatsoever. No spaces whatsoever. You know that our average length strand, please check out your baskets, everyone, because it looks like we're having issues. There's so many of you with it in your baskets. Yeah, so just to show you, a lot of you will know that our average strand length is 30 centimetres, because sometimes we have ones that are 40 centimetres, sometimes we have strands that are 15 centimetres, sometimes we have less than that, those diamonds we had the other day. So we say our average is around about 30 centimetres. This is way longer. This is from Gem to Gem. I'm not counting in the tassel at all, which of course you can use. This is a 30 centimetre ruler. 30 centimetre ruler. So you've got about 40 about 40 centimetres worth on this strand. No spaces whatsoever. That is an absolute shocker, isn't it? I can't believe that. These wouldn't be at that price point normally if you were to buy these individual price. This is not your normal quality. This isn't £9.98, £9.95 quality at all. These strands individually are more like your £11.95 each, £12.95 each quality at Jewellery Maker prices. £29.95. Well done. Absolutely everybody. When we're talking about beauty and we're talking about quality, to me this brings to mind time and time again. It's the concave cut collection. This I haven't managed to bring to you before. I'm bringing it to you now. Low stock opportunity. You've got to get this if you want genuine, stunning amethyst that has been concave cut. Concave cut is a complete and absolute different kettle of fish. Take a little look at this slide that I've created for you so you can see exactly the work and effort that goes into creating the concave cut. This is not your everyday strand. This is luxury, this is beauty, this is stunning quality. Take a look at this for me. Each one of these facets, all of those facets on these cuts are not flattened, they are concave. So as you can see, the pictures that look like kites, those would be your normal facet shapes, but actually on this what we've had to do is we've had to dome. We've domed every single one of these. That takes so much work and skill. It takes so much work and skill that these aren't technically cut by lapidarists. These are cut by people who have trained as lapidarists and been lapidarists for years and years and years and years and years, and have then gone on to train for years more to be able to create this cut, and they are not called lapidarists anymore, they are called concave artists. This strand, oh, let's find a just normal round strand. Where's a normal round strand? What about, we've just got this one. What about this? This round strand that I've got here for you. I've got this one here for you. This normal strand that I've got here for you. These will have taken from cobbing to drilling and polishing around about 8 minutes to create each one. Round about. These are a bit smaller, but it might be a bit more. But around about 8 minutes, round about, to create perfect round. These ones, about 45 minutes per one. It is a stunning cut that gives you beautiful brilliance. This is, to a lot of us, when we imagine what a gemstone will look like, this is what a lot of us imagine. Look at the way the light is trapped within here. The reason the concave artist puts so much time, effort, work and love into creating these pieces is because of that gorgeous effect you get. Just fall in love right now. Just take a look at these and imagine these dangling from your ears on an evening out. These will be the talking piece. This will be the type of thing that you wear to a family meal, or you wear to a nice night out, or if you're going to a cocktail night coming up over the next few months, because I know there's lots of summer balls and things on at this time of year. This is the type of piece that if you made it really simply, just a little bit of wire work and a little bit of chain, this is the type of piece that would make you the belle of the ball. These are the types of pieces that people will talk about. People will ask you, where did you get that from? Wow, what is that? Oh my goodness, amazing. This is the type of strand that will make you stand out. It will make you stand out, but also if you have this on the stall, it's going to make your stall stand out, because not everybody, maybe people who don't know Jewellery Maker won't know about quality pieces like this at our price points. Your price today to make you the belle of the ball and really stand out, $39.95. We used to do that same price for 5 on a strand. We haven't got 5 here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on this strand. So realistically, we've doubled the quantity, but we've kept the price the same, making it a true bargain. Not many of these left though right now at all. Last in stock opportunity, because it really is true class, elegance and beauty. $39.95 for you right now. We are going to head over to Designer Inspiration in a moment or 3, but before that I'm going to give you this sapphire. Pink sapphire pink sapphire we don't tend to get naturally, do we? Which is fine. You have to fill pink sapphire with glass, because we don't really get clarity on it usually. And that's fine. Filling it with glass is fine. Not everyone likes it. You know, I'm a bit of a Big Four purist a lot of the time. I really like my natural Big Four. But we have to fill pink sapphire because A, we hardly get it out of the ground. It's one of the rarer colours of sapphire. It's rarer than the blue colour of sapphire, carrot on carrot, way rarer. So we don't get it that often. Therefore, yeah, of course, when we get a little bit out, we do have to fill it to give it beauty and clarity. Not for this strand though. You've got the clarity there. Look at that clarity. You've got the clarity there naturally. That is amazing, isn't it? To get that clarity naturally occurring in pink sapphire, it's almost unheard of. It really, really is. Huge amount on this strand as well. I've not got many left though, because people are already having a little nosy. You're already having a little sneaky peeky at this, and that's absolutely fine. Sneaky peeky away, because natural African sapphire at any count is astonishing. To get it in the pink tone, wow, that is an heirloom. That is a treat. You have got the chance to own a legacy here, but only 22 of you have the opportunity to own this right here, right now. 22 opportunities, that's it. Once it's gone, it is gone. I've got all 22. If you want to own a legacy, if you want to create yourself a piece, your grandkids a piece, your daughter a piece, a beautiful jewellery that they can wear year in, year out and always think of you when they wear it, now's your opportunity to do so. Own a legacy today at this price point. £69.95. It is rolling down though, it is rolling down. It's £69.95 for you today. Well done everybody, roll down there to this price point. £69.95 for you today. True astonishing quality. What would you do with this natural strand?
It's lovely, it's so lovely. I think
so much.
I think for me, because I don't necessarily make myself delicate pretty jewellery, but I imagine something like a leather cuff or something like that with like rustic looking, and then just a drop of sapphire. Just sort of that juxtaposition might really work nicely.
I like that idea a lot.
And I like those because they're not faceted. They would work in with your more casual designs as well as your high end. So yeah, I would use them in that way, I think. A little bit different.
Absolutely adore them. Well done everyone who's got these. Now we're moving on to designer inspiration. So exciting! This piece I've been wearing all show is from this collection. What are we expecting from this one, Gem?
More subtle feminine colours and sort of prettier designs, I think. Rather than, yeah, that's it. That's it.
I love that. We have got the necklace, what are these called? The necklace collars in. I've not had the opportunity to bring these. They are fab, aren't they?
Oh, I love them. I love them. Absolutely love them.
I
would wear them on their own.
Wonderful. I would. In fact, I did. When I came down this morning and I nearly fell off my chair, I actually did. I put this on and just looked at it. It's gorgeous. Take a look at them if you've not seen these before either. They are your necklace collars. So if I place them down, you'll be able to see that they've got a little bit of a kind of angle or a little bit of a curve to them. Now that means that they rest beautifully against the neckline, really, really beautifully. But also they have this little catch. So that means that they're able to keep in place beautifully. And all you have to do is pull it together and it pops out. Easy as that. Pull it together, clips back into place. So I'm going to, because it's very slightly graded here in size, when you push it that way it pops out, but once it's locked into place, because of the size of it, that won't just pop out. It has to be pushed together. So it's really steady, really, really secure, and it's genuine rose gold plate on the top of this. Genuine rose gold tape, and it is brass as well, so nice weight to it, really nice weight. You're getting 5 of those, and you're getting the silver too. Same design, same look, but you're also getting the silver as well. I just think they're fab. I really do. Really super modern. I'd like a bit of polymer on these actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I could bake these too.
Yeah, I think it was Debbie's designs I first saw, and I thought I have to get my hands on those. They're just lovely. So nice. They look so expensive. That's what I like about them. You put any pendant on there and suddenly I think it increases the value because they look so well made and, you know, gorgeous.
And also, for anyone who is, you know, already eaten their Easter eggs early, it's a good way to prove that you're an angel. Wasn't me, the dog. So you have got 10 of these in total, 5 in that gorgeous genuine rose gold and 5 rose gold plate and 5 in the genuine silver rose gold plating as well. You've then got the corresponding chains. How much of these? A metre of each. 13, they're the ones that have the circle but then also have the oval that we've got. Brand spanking new on the rose gold. This one's never ever been seen before. If you've never seen this chain before, it is brand spanking new. So what you get is you get a circle and then you get an oval. Circle, oval and so on and so forth. The circle itself on both strands is 13 mil and the oval is around a 15 by 12 mil on both of these strands. So you've got that genuine plate over the top of these again. Don't forget it's plate not flash, so you get more. Fantastic. I'm bringing to you the gemstones now. Go great with that trio bundle I did earlier actually, wouldn't it? Really beautiful, because you've got this stunning strand of your peridot. 25 carats worth on here, between a 2 mil and a 5 mil on here. Really beautiful. Real nice richness and natural colour to that. I'm also bringing to you bicoloured amethyst. Has got a touch of the chevron about it actually. A touch of the chevron. Definitely, in fact, look. Totally. Wowzers. If this had the title of Chevron Amethyst, do you know how much you'd be paying? For this one strand, about the price of the entire kit. If it had that title. It hasn't, but if it did. You have got here your stunning, I am referring to JewelleryMaker prices, yeah. You have got 105 carats worth in total of this gorgeous amethyst here. And lastly, but by no means leastly, a little bit of a minty pearl. You have got here a 7 by 6 mil and it's a beautiful Baroque style. We haven't seen the Baroques in quite a while and it's nice to have that edge of the organic nature, it really is. So let's reiterate what we're getting. We're getting a strand of pearls, we're getting a gorgeous strand of amethyst, which in my opinion could easily, if this had the title of Chevron, at JewelleryMaker prices, it'd be the same price as this entire kit. I've also got for you peridot, I've got meters worth of the silver chain, brand new meters worth of the oval and the circle rose gold chain. Then I've got 5 of the silver and 5 of those beautiful gold effect of the lock collars as well, so you're getting 10 in total. That's great, isn't it? You don't just get one, because with things like this, when we don't see these often at all, sometimes you can buy them and think, oh, I'm going to have to buy about 6 of the kit just so I can get 6 of those, because you become precious, don't you, when you have things like this? If you haven't got a big collection, you become precious. You want to be really careful what you use for the first one. Your price point today should be £51.65. We're taking it way down for you today. It's a fab price point. We're taking it right down. We're giving you a massive saving today. Your price point today is going down £34.95. That's almost £17 off for you today on this entire collection. And I've got to say to you, have you got that slide for me? Ryan, yeah, I'll tell you. So we have got for you a breakdown slide for the prices of this collection for you. Making a statement. Now this is your breakdown slide. So the kit price, £34.95. We've again gone over the top and say if you add 2 of the leathers, you're not going to need 2 full sheets. No way, siree. Nowhere near 2 full sheets. But at the maximum price, it is £25.90 for those 2 leathers. And then lovely Gemma has made 11 pieces of jewellery, which means your total cost is £60.85, but per piece, £5.53. £5. Would you imagine for a second that this that I was wearing cost about £5.53 to make? And I need to be very clear, that is the absolute maximum, because we have massively overestimated on the price of that leather. We worked that you'd use 2 full sheets of leather for everything. Gemma's actually said she's used more like 1. So take about £12 off that. It's going to work out about £4 per piece, really, isn't it? Astonishing. Let's go and have a nosy. Let me grab me brew. Let's have a nosy at what Gemma Crow is created. 11 pieces with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Loads.
I think, do you know what? I think I got it wrong. I think it was 11 pieces in the last kit as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's amazing.
Because I didn't count this piece in that I'm wearing, and I've been wearing it, so I think I'll have to keep that. But, yeah.
Amazing, isn't it? Amazing, isn't it?
So, yeah,
we
so
are about
take
to
that price
sell
into
out of this kit. I just need to let everybody know, so please do treat yourself if you want it. Just take a look and just ask yourself, whichever piece you want to look at, do you think this looks like the materials cost about £5? No.
Absolutely not. I mean, wow.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
No way would you think, oh yeah, that's cost about £5 to make. No way. And don't forget, this is genuine high quality leather as well.
Yeah, it is. And you can feel it's exceptional good quality.
You can tell instantly.
It's absolutely gorgeous to work with.
Don't forget, I have got 2 new leathers coming up. I also have a leather that we have seen before, but backed by popular demand.
The lamb nappa
The
is
nappa.
so soft, and and if you want to put this into your clothing, even it's perfect to use in with your clothes.
We're going to do this lamb nappa now because I've got, if everyone checks out, people are going to miss out on this kit for the quantity I know we have, and the fact your name's gone off my screen twice. So we're going to bring you some leather right here, right now, and then we'll get on to Gem's designs. This is the softest leather you can imagine. Imagine going into, this is the nappa leather. Imagine going into just a normal high street store and buying, you know, a leather jacket, and you get that lower quality, almost feels a bit PVC, it's quite stiff.
Yeah.
This is not that. This is the boutique. These are the places you'll go to buy like your handmade, tailored leather jacket, aren't they?
Yeah,
it's like that.
It's gorgeous. And you know, when you wet this to sculpt with this one, it almost goes like clay. It is that soft that if you immerse it in warm water and then you can literally sculpt with it, it's that malleable.
Oh, it's so sensational.
It's lovely.
It really is. Just get this home to feel it, I would. It is beautiful. Kerry, do you want to touch a bit? Fine. Ryan's just gone, oh, I will. Ryan's too excited, if anything.
Smell it.
Yeah,
it smells amazing.
Oh, it's just amazing. So this is your nappa leather that we have here. You get a square foot of it. You can shape with this, you can work with this. And just to remind you, I do have Natalia's DVD coming up for you later on with loads and loads and loads of different projects on there. And we do talk about using leather like this. So if you want to get your hands on that DVD,
Ooh.
my director, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's nice, that, isn't it? It sounded a bit. It sounded a bit like Gromit. No, Wallace from Wallace and Gromit. Oh, it's nice, that. Oh, really cute. Anyway, you've gone off my screens almost. The amount of people that are coming in for this. Your price point, £12.95. Never used to be that price. Never, ever, ever. £14.95 we used to seeing for this. Originally, when we saw nappa leather, it was around the £16 mark. You're getting it reduced. £12.95 for you today. Just let you know, we have had a message in just saying, just wondering, you know, where is your leather from? Our leather is a byproduct of meat animals, essentially. So we know that some places that will purchase leather from animals purely grown and born and kind of created and sourced to make leather. Ours is not. Ours is a byproduct. Ours is a waste product, essentially, of meat animals. So the meat will be used, and what is usually thrown away or disposed, we actually turn into this stunning leather. So you, again, as always from JewelleryMaker, can buy in confidence with us. And when you're getting amazing quality like this of what essentially would be just throwaway products, £12.95 is a great quality. It really is. £12.95 for you today. Okay, Gem, I'm with you, lovely lady.
Okay, so we're going to make we're going to go through the pendant, this pendant here, and also the cuff. It's very similar projects, so we're going to do those two. And the only thing I've sort of added here is some jump rings. Now you do get, this one is done with the jump rings in a findings pack, because you get about 10, and I was sent some findings packs to work with. Okay. But to make, if you want to do more than one of these, you'll have to either make your own jump rings or get some from the website. Okay. But we'll work through it. So I'm going to start with the pendant. So what I've done is I've used my, I just generally use whatever's on my table at the time to make my shape. So I've used the one of the beading thread reels to draw around.
Yeah.
And then I'm dividing this into 8 sections. So to do that, I fold it in half and run my fingers along the edge. That gives me a crease line, and then I take my pen or my chalk and run my pen down the crease line. This is going to split it into nice even sections. So crease, and then run your pen down the crease, and do that for all 8 sections. Okay, that's the best way to do that. And I've got my centre point there. And then I'm going to use this time. I'm going to use a craft knife because we want to make cuts within this shape. So to get in there, I would suggest using a craft knife, because the folding technique we used before, thank you.
No problem.
The folding technique we used before is great for doing rounded lines and symmetrical lines, but for doing straight lines you are better off with a craft knife.
Okay.
Okay, and I've got a cutting mat here, so always protect your surface if you haven't got one of those. And I'm going to come in about, again, 1/2 centimetre-ish from the edge of my circle and draw down the line. And you can see I've drawn myself a little circle in the middle, and that's the bit I want to keep clear of cuts.
Yeah.
Okay, so like that across, and then we do this one into the centre from the edge and in.
By the way, Gemma hasn't done herself an injury with the craft knife.
No.
It was much more serious, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, this morning, wow. We were all just, it was, we were worried that she wasn't going to make it. Honestly, it was atrocious, wasn't it?
I thought Helena was going to faint. She went,
"Ugh, that is gross." How did you do it, Gem?
I was trying to cut my cuticles with a proper cuticle cutter.
She was cutting her cuticles with cuticle cutters.
Yeah, I was getting a head start on tonight's preparations.
She's going out tonight, she's getting ready, hence the mopping shoes.
Mopping, oh yeah, mopping. Housework, going up and down the stairs in your shoes. Yeah. Okay, so I've got all 8 cuts in there now. You see, it's nice and neat. And then what I'm going to do is on each one, I'm going to pinch it like.
Sorry, I'm laughing because Helena's just gone, that sounds like a really good workout actually, doing the housework in your heels. And Mike just went, yep, like, yeah, it is, I know. Do it often. It's called a Tuesday.
It was a bit like the, because I just had my trousers, my jeans on, I just rolled them up.
Oh, I love that.
Just walking around the house with rolled up baggy jeans and
your heels and them up. I love that.
But it did make me think of the Queen video, I want to break free.
Oh yes! Oh Gem, I love hearing about your life. It's fab. Fab. So we're just scrunching these bits up.
So you're going to pinch these together, each one.
Yeah.
Take a jump ring, and it doesn't really matter on the size of the jump ring. The jump ring needs to be just sort of enough to keep them pinched, just to give you a nice gap. Take the jump ring and pop them into each one. Okay, so if I quickly do that. Means you've got to talk me, can't you eat biscuits? What biscuits?
Don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about, Gem. Right, so you're putting them in now, are you?
I'm gonna put these all these in.
Right, let me just wash down my biscuits.
Wash down your biscuits, that's it.
Right, okay, I'm with you. So, I may as well bring some more leather then.
Yes, go on.
Whilst we're doing, I've got that gold leather coming up in a bit, but we're going to do this one first.
We got to hold. Oh, the tan. Oh.
The tan, yeah.
No, that's gorgeous. This
is
my
so beautiful. Is it your
colour.
favourite one?
I think it is.
Why?
Because it seems to change colour with whatever you put it with. It seems to blend itself in. And it's funny, actually, because I've always said apatite goes with everything. And this has got that same apatite here. And this seems to go with anything.
You are completely right. And you actually said, if you look at the different colours, if I can sort of hold this cuff up to my neck, just to show you how that green that we're working with is the same colour, but doesn't it look different when it's with the purple and when it's with that golden colour? We're going to bring this to you later. It looks different, doesn't it? It really highlights it completely differently. I love that about this colour.
Yeah, me
this
too.
colour seems really versatile, therefore.
It does. It is, and it goes again with your, you know, your purples and your pinks, but it also goes beautifully with your greens and your browns. So it really is when that will cross over. If you're just going to get one, I reckon this is the one.
This is the one.
Yeah.
And look how nicely it goes with your gemstones as well. How nice does it go with that pearl? And look, the amethyst as well. Oh, doesn't that go beautifully? Really beautiful. This is an extremely popular colour. Your numbers and names have already gone off my screen. Loads of you coming in. £12.95. If you've just tuned in, you will know that you would normally expect for our square foot sheets of leather the £14.95 mark. That's what we did on our last set with our neon colours, the neon yellow and the neon pink that we had. We've actually got colours that some might say are more accessible, because of course Gemma picked them and she's got an eye for these things, but also a better price point. £12.95. We've got this in for you today. Great quality, really, really is beautiful. And now Gemma's jump ringed up.
Yes, I got all my jump rings on. So what I'm going to do now is pull each of these down so that they're widening out. So pinch the leather together, and I've pinched it with the suede side upturned because that gives me the most difference. Then it gives me the contrast. Okay. So then you take them and pull them down, sort of so that they're really wedged in. Okay. And we'll do that with each one. So pull them all into space, and you don't have to be too careful. Just make sure that they're folded. If you've folded the leather up one way, just do that all the way around. Okay, because we're nearly there with them all spread out. And you can see how this creates this lovely flower shape. And then it's a case of thinking, okay, how do I fill these gaps once I've got this lovely shape? And the pearls just fitted the bill perfectly for this. And this is the sort of thing that just sort of grows as you go. It's you end up with a shape, and then you think, oh, that creates another shape inside that. But I mean, if that's really pretty on its own, that creates a little sort of almost a 3D flower on its own.
Love that idea.
Okay, so that's there. We're going to put this onto a backing in a minute, but firstly we want to sort of make a ring of gemstones to sit underneath and just poke out through these gaps. So there's 8 gaps.
Okay.
So I need to thread on 8. I'm going to thread 8 pearls onto a piece of wire or beading thread, whatever you've got handy, and just make the circle. If I turn this up this way, you'll see how big it needs to be. Okay. So don't worry about the spacing of your gemstones. Just get 8 on, and then just make your circle so that it sits sort of in the same size as the circumference of all these jump rings make. So can you see there, if I just bring it round, because our gemstones want to sit in the gaps. So that's about the size of the circle we need. So once you've got it, hold it in place with your fingers and twist the wires together.
Easily done.
Okay, so just keep going back and having a check that's the right size. Spread your pearls out so that they're in the right gaps. And they will move around a bit until you've got it all glued down, but if we can get it sort of halfway there before we glue, it just saves us a bit of fiddling after.
Fab.
So we'll just space them out along the wire. Just check that the size is about right and they're going to sit in those gaps nicely. Let's say I'm around there, I'm about there. So then you take another piece of leather and you cut it out, and I've done it with the pink and gears again this time, but you don't have to. I can move this out of the way so you can see a bit better. You don't have to, and then we're going to glue this whole section. So pop some glue all the way around the edges.
The aqua leather was going so fast. Got about 100 gone. Be quick if you want it.
Okay. So making sure sort of each contact point has definitely got some glue on it. Turn it up the other way and just position it sort of centrally onto the leather. Once you've got the centre down, you can then pop your, should have put these on first, put your pearls in place first. So just lay them down, then pop your flower on centrally, and then pull each one down, surrounding and trapping the pearl into the gap. like
That's
so.
clever.
Okay.
And because it's on the wire, they're not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, and I've not cut the wire off yet. I'm going to do that now that I know they all fit.
Cool.
Otherwise I would have, oh, I'm terrible today with losing my tools. Otherwise I may have had to make some adjustments I wouldn't have been able to. So I'm just trim that off and push down firmly all the way around. Now the leather softens a lot like when you use water. Leather will soften. When you use glue, if it's saturated, it will soften it. That will soften it too.
Okay.
So what it gives me the potential to do is push those edges so that they all sit flat, because they want to rise.
Okay.
We want to try and keep a nice flat surface. So with the glue on there, it gives you potential for a bit of moulding almost.
Got ya.
So just take your time, pressing all the way around the edges until we get that sitting flat to the surface of the layer below. Okay, so imagine we've done that and it's all nice. So there's that. So we want the centre pushed down too.
If you do want the purple as well, which we're using on this design, I think we had a couple left, did we? That'll come in at the bottom of your screen. It was the grape colour that we're using to create this look. So the aqua's at the side, not many left, and then the grape will come in at the bottom of your screen. Those are the two colours we've used for this design.
Okay, I'm going to use a jump ring in the centre. I'm going to create a centrepiece now. When I got to this stage, I thought, well, this is lovely, but there's, you know, there's another gap that needs filling. And this is sort of what happens when you're designing with leather. You make a fold and you think, oh, that creates a gap, and then you fill the gap, and then before you know it, you've grown a design. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want to take some of my little amethysts. I've threaded them onto head pins, and they're going to go up through this jump ring. The jump rings that are separating the leather, and just sit in there.
Okay.
And then to keep them as a design feature, I'm going to have a central jump ring that I'm going to link each of them to. So what you need to do is first cut down your head pins so that they're the right size, plus another sort of half a centimetre or so to create a loop to pop onto the jump ring. Okay. So I'm going to cut all of them down. You just measure them up again to about, so that distance plus about 7 mil really to make a small loop. Okay, so do this.
So you use your loop up?
Yeah, using my rounders. In fact, before you do your first loop, measure them all, cut them all up. So if we do,
so they're all the same.
Yeah, do those. If I do a couple, I can get them threaded. I don't need to do all of them.
Okay.
So just make sure they're all the same length.
Okey-pokey.
Trim them all down. And then what we're going to do is pop a loop on the end of each. So a very small loop, not massive. Small loop on the end of each. Okay. Just do 3 and I'll show you how I get them all on, because then you think it's going to be really fiddly to get them onto the jump ring once they're all in the centre. But if you can generally slide, if you do a nice small loop, you can slide them up through the jump ring, because remember that leather's folded,
of course,
in that jump ring, so it gives you a little gap to slide them into. Now once I've got all of them in like that, I'll then open my jump ring. Now this jump ring here is one that I've created from cutting up the chain that you get in this bundle.
Ah, fab.
So
perfect size for it then.
yeah, so it's a good size, this one. So open that up. Once they're all laid in the middle, then you just scoop each one, go around scooping each of the loops that you've made. If I just, and it saves you having to sort of open jump rings and close these little tiny loops. You just literally scoop. I'm gonna have to hold this up so I can see.
Yeah, no problem.
You can see what I'm doing anyway. You can see how it comes together. Scoop and go around all 8, scooping them as you go. And then once you've got them all in, just close your jump ring up. And then what I've done to pull it all in and make these sort of stand up is push this down. And I've done that by using another head pin with a gemstone.
Yeah.
And pulled the whole centre section down by, you pierce a hole in the centre. I need a firm surface to push down onto, because I'm just digging into the board.
Onto your cutting board.
So use an awl, or even your hole punch actually.
Yeah.
And we'll go in there. And then take my headpin with a bead on it, and pull that section
And that's what
in.
keeps it down.
And it sort of brings everything, pulls the centre section down, and
which
makes
gives
everything
the rest of it height.
pull up. Yeah, and once you've got all of them on, the tension pulls. So that really is that pendant. I've then taken chain, a lot like I did in the last demo. I've taken chain and run it all the way around the edge.
Fantastic.
And then punch some holes and put some big jump rings in.
I do actually have some chains coming up for you here. This is from that collection. Now, you used this in the last design, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, and I've used them in this one throughout as well. So.
You've used them in here as well. Sorry, lovely.
Especially this piece got lots of that chain in it.
Lots. This is chains like you've never seen chains before. They are so unique and different, and we've used plenty on this design. There are 7 different styles, but there are 2 different colours. Oh, Cass! Cass, I love you! Pete made me a brew, and I'm not moaning, I'm just saying there were things floating in my brew. And not just floating, I mean stuck to the side whilst floating. I just showed it to Cass and went, I'm alright. She was like, okay. I didn't say to her, will you make me another one? I was just like, it's alright. You take it away, because it's making me want to cry. She made me another one. You are so good. Have a little look at these different styles I've got. I'm showing you all of them now. Don't forget the ball chain's what we used in that first design, and we showed you a demo using this of how to create the ring, but also the earrings. If you missed it, hang on for tonight. Will be repeated in the night, or watch us back on YouTube. But if you watch us back tonight, you will be able to see the whole thing. So we have got here for you ball chain design, really beautiful. Those are 1mm ball chains. You've also got your kind of twisted loop chain, your oval link chain. You've got your Figaro twist as well in here, which is this design here, so you get a large loop and then the figure of 8 loop. You've got this tiny, delicate, almost diamond look chain. Oh my gosh, mini twisted shape this is. It's absolutely sensational. About 1mm on these tiny link chains. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah, and that's what you've used in your design, Gem.
And it drapes so nicely. I've even filled the little holes with it.
Perfect.
So you know, you just filled those, plugged the little holes. They're gorgeous.
Perfect. And you can see that Gem's actually used it as a way of attaching it to the neckline piece. It's almost like a really fashionable corset lace, isn't it? Really beautiful.
Yeah, it's lovely.
I've also got the larger oval link chain. I've got your perfect oval link. And I've got your kind of fancy link chain as well, your patterned link chain, 5x2 on those ones. So 7 different designs in here. You also get those different designs in the black as well. So let me just show you a few with the black. Great for steampunk, great for this leather design actually, especially if you've got some of the powerful colours. You might not want to overpower them with other bright brash colours of metal, but this one just does it so effortlessly. Again, 7 designs. There's so much here, there really is. Your price point today for this and the storage box, just £29.95 for you today. So do treat yourself to these, because let's face it, we always need chain. Very rarely do we do a big variety of chain like this, but also when we get chain, we don't tend to get storage boxes, but we have with these ones, and they're going to be great for you to reuse time and time and time and time again, because the storage boxes do lock too. £29.95 for you. Okay, Jem, where are we going to next?
Going to do the bracelet.
Fantastic.
Very similar.
The bracelet technique that goes with it.
Yeah. I'm just really going to talk you through how to mark it up and things like that, and then we could hopefully do this style bracelet as well.
We have got about 20 minutes, so we should be able to,
So if I talk you through this bracelet, it's a very similar technique. What I've got is, I'm just going to double check, I think I've got it down to mind, so 16.5 centimetre length makes this cuff. That you can see, and that gives you 10 spaces. It's quite a wide cuff. If you can see at the back of it, I've linked it with some large jump rings, so you can actually make it a bit smaller, a bit bigger. But I found 16.5 inches gives me 10 gaps. Okay, so that's for the inner part of the bracelet. And then I've marked this out, if you can see, at 1.5 centimetre intervals. And made like a ladder with a border of 0.5 centimetres.
Got you.
All right?
Fab.
And then along each of those lines I've made a cut. And I've used my craft knife again to do that, to give me a nice sharp cut.
Okay.
Then you want to take your jump rings, just as I did in this design with the flower earlier. Take your jump rings and pinch them together and pop them on. This one is a bit tighter because it's not got that bevel, because it's a straight cut. With this one it started narrower and got wider, so you could get it on a bit easier. So it's a bit more fiddly to get the pinch, but you will get it. So fold your leather, pop your jump ring on, and this is what I generally did, just crush it like that and then pinch them together, and do that all the way along. And then you just, and that's it, that really is it. And then you lay I put mine on a piece of beading thread, my gemstones, piece of beading thread, laid them underneath like so, and glued that onto a backing, and then put my rings in to create the bracelet. If I lay it out flat, give you a better visual on how it's done. So it's laid out like that, and so it looks like lots of little bows. So a pearl goes on. If I do one more, we can see how it's starting.
Okay.
So make one more little bow shape.
Don't forget, you can text in 60777 if you've never done leather before. Any question, big or small, there is no right or wrong answer. Do get in touch with us today, 60777, so you text with the word JM Studio. Just to let you know as well, I will be doing the third clue very, very shortly, so do stay tuned. I'm going to do it alongside my next product, so do stay tuned.
How many clues are there?
4.
4.
4 to win 5 of your pieces.
I know.
Should have done 5, really. Nah.
Nice. Can we do that every time?
Yeah, sure.
I really like the idea. Yeah,
I like the idea.
And I think it's inspiring when you're at home making it for somebody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a nice thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I like that idea.
Yes. Let's do that.
You and me, Gem. When we're on together, I'll definitely always do a comp with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. So there you can see how that would then how these space out, and then in between each of these little bows, you just spread your.
Will you move your hand up a little bit for the director mic,
Oh
please?
yeah. Sorry.
It's all right, don't worry, we zoomed in quite high.
Get so distracted.
That's all right.
There you go. So that's how you can see it forming, and literally just stick that then onto a piece of backing, and you cut that to size. So, and pop some jump rings in the end.
How easy is that?
So simple, this one, but just
simple pimple.
I know that I knew I'd done a good job because my mum liked it.
And that's how you always know?
Yeah, because she doesn't like much.
No.
She's very fussy with her jewellery, but she liked this one. She said, "Oh, I could wear that." So I thought, oh yeah, I've done a good job.
I'm onto something here.
Done a good job.
Well done for that, Gem. It's so beautiful. I'm going to bring you this leather now as well. This one, I think, is Helena's favourite. I absolutely adore this. I want a jacket made out of this. It is stylish.
Isn't it lovely?
How stylish is this? Now again, you chose this one. Now why? Brand new today, ladies and gentlemen, brand new. Why did you choose this one?
Well, it's the neutral of the pack. I think this is the neutral. Even though the teal actually, for me,
it's quite
actually
neutral.
Went into the neutral. But this one was the base for everything else, because I chose them as 4 to go together. And I think this one sort of bridges the gap between all of them. So you might not necessarily put, I'd put the purple with the acid-y, greeny colour. But with some people wouldn't, but with this it bridges between the one. Yeah, so I thought that would be our neutral, that would be our base.
It's perfect, isn't it?
It's gorgeous.
Just perfect. Loads of you coming in for this. Our leather is extremely good quality, isn't it?
It is. You can't fault it. You can't fault it. And I have bought other leather before and had offcuts. And this is for purpose. This is fit for purpose for jewellery making. You get offcuts, you don't know if it's going to be fit for purpose.
You're right.
You don't.
Because with offcuts, sometimes, I've never bought offcuts of leather, but I have bought offcuts of other quite high-end sort of fabrics. And when you get offcuts, you're never totally sure how big the pieces will be, how small they'll be, how they've been treated as well. I've had fabrics that can be frayed, and I've got some really nice high-end papers which have been offcut, and they are frayed and haven't been treated very well previously,
Yeah.
which can ruin designs.
That's right, and also depending on what the purpose of that leather is for, if it was going into furniture, for example, it might be treated with a product that you might not want on your skin.
Very true.
Or if it's going onto shoes, it might be something that might react with the more delicate
Very
areas
true.
of skin. So you just don't know. This is fit for purpose. It's the right. It just fits the bill completely.
And your price point today, it's not the £14.95 we always expect. Today, it's £12.95 for you. So fab price point. And it is fit for purpose, and that is pointed out by the fact that, you know, there's not lines all over this or markings all over this. You can use front and back, and it is absolutely beautiful, sturdy quality, but still malleable. £12.95 for you today. I do have a different type of leather coming up for you at a moment, but I have promised you a clue. Go on, Gem.
Ooh, I don't know what this one is.
This is clue 3. This is your third clue out of 4 for you today. Have you got it, Jam?
No.
If I said to you, oh, I need to give a clue really. Let's just say the people watching the show will probably really like this. You're right, Mike, it is. Well done.
No, I still. Do I have to know what breed of dog that is?
Yes, you do.
Right, okay.
Yes, you do. And even just knowing that you should know the breed of the dog should help you know what this is.
Yeah, well, I got a thing.
Have
but
you got it?
I can't incorporate the other thing.
Have we got it?
No.
Ooh. Wow!
I know. The others were just really easy. That one's a bit hard.
You're going to feel so silly when you find out.
Oh, I can see it. It's the direction. Yeah.
All right, don't give it away!
I was put off by the rainbow. Don't be put off by the rainbow. It's got nothing to do with it.
Oh, well done.
And let's hope you're not watching it in a mirror, because then it would be...
All right, I see, Gem, I see. So, £12.95 is the price of that tan leather on your screen right now. Gem, thank you for showing us all of those pieces.
That's all right.
Absolutely beautiful. We have got about 5 minutes, actually.
Good. I really want to show you that little technique that Tom... It was actually
Fantastic.
Tom actually found the technique and learnt it himself. So this is all...
So this is to your son, Tom?
For my son, Tom. I'll take this off because it's a good way of showing.
Fantastic.
There we go. So we've just got a strip of leather. So if I just take a piece here, and just all I'm going to do, and measure it actually. It'd be good if you measure it because sometimes you go a bit wonky.
Okay.
So I'm measuring a strip. We want it not much thicker than a centimetre because the rings that we get in our lovely chain won't take much of a bigger strip than that. Okay.
Okay.
Strip of leather, and we get our
easy.
jump rings. I've cut. All I've done is from the chain.
Don't forget, you get 2 meters worth of chain in that kit. One of them was brand spanking new in rose gold, but the same design, different colour, the silver we're using for this one.
This
here.
chain is absolutely gorgeous, and if you want some more inspiration, Debbie Bolford used it the other day in a morning show.
Fab.
With polymer. Oh,
Fab.
The designs were amazing, so have a look at that as well. So all I've done is I've cut the oval links so that I've kept my round links whole with no cuts in them. Okay, and I can use them for something else. And these I'm going to keep whole.
Oh yeah.
So what I want to do is thread on a jump ring, thread my jump ring in, and thread on another jump ring. So to start, we're going to thread 2 of them on. Okay, and we're going to hold them across, so that they're. Let's get this out of the way. Make sure I'm in the right place. So we're going to hold them so that they are crossing over at the back. Can you see that they're crossing
I've got
there?
that.
Yeah. And then what we're going to do is bring this end back up through there.
I see.
No, I've done that wrong.
Right. Tom.
Right.
Are you busy?
Don't thread 2 on at the same time.
Coming out your mum, Tom.
Yeah, see?
Just messing it right up, your design.
Right. Thread 1 on. Pop the other one on top like that.
Yeah, got you.
So you've got the gap between the 2.
Yes, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your leather comes up through that gap.
Through the eye, as it were. If this were chainmail, you'd say through the eye, wouldn't you?
Would you? Through the eye. Like that. And that's pulled there then together.
I see, they're together now.
Okay, now this one goes down through that loop, and we've got the 2 linked in.
Bit like a skater belt buckle.
Is that what it is? I think
bit
that's
like
what
that.
inspired him. He was trying to describe it to me. I said, Tom, you're going to have to make it.
It is. It's like it's how you do a skater's belt buckle. Okay, we'll see that again.
Okay, so you pop your jump ring so that it's over, so that's creating that eye, and then we'll take our leather up through. This is why I thought you threaded 2 on, because you actually, no, you do. There's another way. Oh, Tom, come and help Mum.
Tom, come here.
Right, so let's go up through. Let's see if I got it right this time. Oh, I'm so sorry. This rarely happens.
So it goes underneath?
Underneath, not on top.
No.
That's it, underneath.
And then you go up through the eye.
There you go.
Right, yeah.
It always goes underneath the last one. Should we rewind? Cut.
Yeah, cut.
Start again. Right.
Let's rewind live TV, shall we?
Okay, I got it now.
Okay.
Okay, so we got them on.
Yeah.
Like this. We take it down through the jump ring.
Got you.
We get the next jump ring and we slot it
underneath,
behind the one on top.
Yeah.
Right? And you get that eye shape. You see there? You got that eye shape. We're going to thread the cord or the strip of leather up through that eye shape, then back down, and you keep going like that until you've got the section you are happy with.
Love
so
that.
The jump ring underneath the one that came before to create an eye shape. The leather comes up through the eye, pull it into place, keeping it flat, not letting it twist, and then back down through, and you keep going for the length that you want. This one I've just done a section in the middle. There's a cuff over there, so I've made this and then glued it to a cuff, and I thought that was quite more masculine look, and that would be great for the guys as well as the girl is.
It's just here.
Who's daydreaming?
Yeah.
There you go. So that's that's that. Yeah. So that's basically the bracelet done.
I didn't see this one, Gem.
Do you see that one?
No. Oh my gosh, I love it.
I had to use up the chain. I mean,
I've got too many on here.
Honestly, I just got stuck.
Oh my gosh, I love it, Gemma.
You just thread through just the loops, just the ovals, and left it. And then I've just made some rings of leather and slotted them in quite randomly, random size, no measuring.
How fab is that? And then look, it's got the little.
Yeah.
I love that.
Collar to keep it all in.
Little collar to keep it. That is so clever, Jen.
And that one there is the scraps, and that's what I wanted to show what you can do with your scraps.
Yes, brilliant.
Make quite abstract pieces, which I think that one probably looks the most expensive of all the pieces.
So this is literally just scraps. These are the bits popped out from your hole punch. We do still have a couple of the hole punch left if you want them. That's coming in at the bottom of your screen. I think that's gorgeous.
Yeah, so I mean, your scraps, you get some really lovely shapes.
Of course you do.
And you can just look at those. I've got what?
And they can all be
40 pendants there.
Wow.
The other nice thing about these is a great texture. So you can literally make yourself a bib. I've got a picture of this on. Going back in time when I first did leather, and I literally glued all the scraps down and then painted the whole piece with a fabric
I did that
paint
show with you.
with gold.
I remember
and it's a really lovely texture, and all you've done is use your scraps up.
Love that.
Yeah,
love that, Jen.
Loads you can do. There's no waste at all, which is what I
no
really
waste
love.
whatsoever. Now we are going to talk quickly about a different type of leather. So thank you for finishing that off. And the reason we're staying with you for this is because it's a totally different type of leather.
Oh, vegetan, yeah. Okay.
But I know it's one that is absolutely loved and adored. Vegetan. It's completely different kettle of fish. It's still got the gorgeous leather look. It's still softened in an area on the back, but as you can see, this is much sturdier. This is super thick compared. Now, this is perfect for sculpting, modelling.
Yeah.
If you imagine the comedian dell'arte style masks, the Venetian masks, this is what they're made from, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah.
Now talk to me about this, Jen.
Right, you've got to think of this as a sculpting medium.
Yes.
Really. You can obviously use it flat and you can do pretty much all the designs we've done here today. with this, but it's going to be really thick and heavy, and because of that depth and density of it, you can stamp into it, so you can add texture actually into the leather. So you can stamp, emboss, you can create very solid bangles, and all sorts. I mean, you can make shoe bases if you want to go that far with it.
Fab.
It's limitless.
It really is.
You know, this can't really say anymore. You can make pretty much any 3D shape with it, the sculpting with
and
it.
you don't need anything. I always think this is amazing. You don't need to sculpt it, any magical glue or any, chemicals. It's water.
Yes, and it holds. And this, it feels sort of tough, and solid. But then when you put it in water,
submerge it in water,
it suddenly becomes so floppy, like
so fluid,
like a sheet of clay.
Yeah,
and that's sort of the beauty of it. Then I suppose it's so versatile.
It really is.
I recommend getting the DVD that we had, the Talia's DVD.
We're going to do that straight away after.
That just gives you so much confidence. That's what it did for me, because the Vegetan, in particular, you might be a bit daunted because you think you need some special skills, but everything you need to know, Natalia sort of outlined.
$14.95 on this, and if I can just get you to have a little look at this design, you learn how to make these mask designs, but these need to be made with this Vegetan. So if you want to be able to make this design, or this one here, because this is using it too, this is a cuff using this, and it's amazing that if you look at that cuff, you can see it's actually turned up slightly at the side. It's got no wire running through it or anything. It holds its shape purely due to the quality of the Vegetan, and it's literally been shaped just by wetting it, letting it dry in that manner. And once it's dried, it's dried. It is a bit like clay, in a sense.
Yeah, but it's
because obviously
stronger.
Clay, when you work it, when you're you're working, you're conditioning your polymer clay. It obviously goes a bit floppier, doesn't it? And when you roll it through the roller, it goes a bit floppier. But then once you bake it, it goes solid. That's like this, but there's none of the...
This has got give.
But this has got give. It still has a bit of movement to it, but it's just water.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Wonderful.
These are the designs you get shown in this DVD. This was $14.95, by the way. Not many of those left, probably about 30 of those left now. This is the collection you get shown. I absolutely adore this feather. I think it's beautiful. There's gorgeous Natalia having a good old cheeky smile. Hello, Natalia. Just to let you know as well, if you want this DVD, it does show you how to use these snaps. Now, I've got these coming up for you later on. I've got these coming up for you later on. Quite a few of these designs will require those snaps, those buttons to close them, and this DVD shows you exactly how to do that. It's beautiful, beautiful designs in here. Just look at this selection, this variety of exactly what you can learn in this. Introductions, you get materials, suede, flowers, you get shown how to do metallics and resin ring, how to do tassels, how to do the feather brooch, how to do the bracelet and use the snap fastenings, which I've got for you later, embellish a cuff, feather pendant. You've got so much on there, including that gorgeous Venetian style mask, which is just sensational. Now, this DVD isn't one of our DVDs, it is one of Natalia's DVDs. Now the great thing about this is it is Natalia, and the running time is slightly longer than you'd normally expect on ours. Ours running time is around about 55 minutes. The running time on this is 148 minutes, so plenty of time on here. Look at her, there she is. These are how you get shown some of the pieces, and the great thing about Natalia is she has worked with a number of different mediums, so she kind of talks you through how exactly we can use this in a really, it's great because she speaks in a very crafty manner, if that makes sense. You can tell she's a true creative. This is your fabulous leather jewellery DVD. Those are the snaps. We're going to bring those snaps later. Your price point today for this, just £14.95, and don't forget, once you've got it, you can keep it, and you can play and play and play, and look at how stunning that mask is. You get taught how to make that mask on show. And you've got this DVD, haven't you, John?
Yes. Yeah, I got this DVD, and the great thing about it is that running length. That if you watch the introduction, and then you can pick whichever section you want to do. So if you just want to make a mask today, you can just watch the mask section, because it doesn't lead. One doesn't necessarily lead to another.
Fantastic.
So the introduction gives you all the outline and the basic knowledge, and then everything else sort of is individualised.
Fantastic.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant DVD.
It is sensational. So get your hands on this DVD, and it really, really does take you to another level entirely, doesn't it? Really, really
Absolutely.
does. Jem, thank you so much for
You're
showing
so
us all
welcome.
of those. We're going to be back with you later on, if we may.
To have a look at the snaps.
Yeah, do you mind?
No, I don't mind.
Fab. We'll come up with Jem after the break. We've got loads more treats coming up for you, loads of bargains galore to really get this weekend setting off to a bang. And I've got the fourth and final clue. That'll be with you, in about half an hour. So you've got the chance to win loads of Gemma's pieces. Thank you for joining me today. I do appreciate it. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back with you in about 3.5 minutes.
Do you have a question that you need answering?
Well, did you know you can ask to speak to an accredited jewellery professional in our call centre?
Trained by the GIA, you can ask us any gemological question and we'll do our best to help.
We don't just sell gemstones, we know gemstones.
That's why when you buy from us, you're buying with confidence. Buy your genuine gemstones from genuine accredited jewellery professionals.
The first C we look for is colour. The colour of a gemstone refers to the hue, tone, and more importantly, the even saturation of colour within the gemstone. This can make the difference between a poor stone and a highly exquisite gem, being highly sought after by collectors worldwide. Secondly, we look for clarity. Almost all gemstones can contain some type of inclusions formed during crystallisation. Some gemstones, for example emerald, are acceptable with inclusions, whilst others are graded on how clean they are. Then we look for carat. Gemstones are always measured in carat weight when cut and commonly in grams as rough. Additionally, there are 100 points in every carat, so every point counts. And last but definitely not least, we come to cut. The cut is the most misunderstood and underestimated of the 4 C's. The cut should never be confused with the shape of the gemstone. This is the 3-dimensional form, whilst the cut is the direct manipulation of the gemstone's facets by the lapidrist. Many factors are involved here, including the vision, experience and expertise of the lapidrist. If accomplished perfectly, a truly exquisite gemstone can be crafted into a work of art.
Hello everyone, welcome back or welcome to Designer Inspiration. Welcome to JewelleryMaker. My name is Rebecca Redican and already it's on the nose of my last hour. Can you believe it? Time has absolutely flown by today. Thanks everyone for getting involved. Who sent that message in about me staying, about that nice one I really liked? Whoever sent that message in, it was about me, it was a very nice one. Thank you. I'm not allowed to talk about it. I don't know if we're allowed to get this message up. Hi all, Becky, just upset us, please, 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 don't leave us, you are fab, especially 1 to 5, please! I'm not technically allowed to make comment, but thank you for that message, that was really, really nice. I can't say anything, I'm not allowed to, I'll get told off, but thank you, you adorable, adorable person. No, I'm not allowed to say anything. That's why I was like, maybe don't get the message up, Helena. Do that, done. Anyway, thank you very much for that. So I've got a lovely one for Gem from Beverly. What a fantastically brilliant design brain you have, Gem. I'm always impressed with your designs. Must try these. Thank you so much. It's a bit jealousy inducing, isn't it, Beverly? I feel exactly the same about it when I'm with you. I really love your pieces, but I'm slightly annoyed that they don't just come to me.
That happens
How
to
do
me
you do
with
it? Is
other
it just the way your
people.
mind works?
I don't know. As I said to you, I'll find something anywhere. So this week it was pastry that inspired.
Love that.
Inspired the designs, and I think that's it. You just got to be open to noticing stuff.
Yeah.
I think you just get into a habit of being open to noticing stuff.
Yes,
and then,
I do know.
Then it filters.
I always think that's a good one. If anyone's lost their mojo for a bit, I always find that if I look for something different, then it can come to me.
It's like if you watch a film and you're deliberately paying attention to the soundtrack, you hear it. But if you're not paying attention, you don't hear the soundtrack. You're
completely right.
That's how it works. You just gotta be
Nobody
open.
has ever got so much recognition from Pete. As soon as you said that, he turned around and was like, yes, yeah, I know, soundtrack. He knows exactly. Right, let's get on with it, shall we? Let's get going. In the drawer, did you say? On the table. Wait, what? 22, did you say? Is this the one with the stupid name? Get ready for this name. Does anyone have a clue what this name means? Helena had to explain it to me. Take a little look. 2 strands we've got here. This is called I'm Wicked and I'm Crazy. It is the song I'm wicked and I'm lazy, off of the 90s. That really famous tune. She's like, Helen's going, yeah, but Becky, it's got crazy agate. Yeah, but crazy doesn't even come into the song, it's lazy. Oh, Helena, I love you. So, anyway, I have got I'm Wicked and I'm Crazy for you here. You have got 130 carats worth of your blue crazy lace agate. I do love crazy agate. The lovely thing about crazy agate is you get almost this lace-like mottled effect on this, especially on this strand. I've got to say it is very lacy-like. The lovely thing about lace, and the lovely thing about this strand here, is that you get these areas of super duper fine, almost like fairy-like brush strokes on the surface, but then you also get areas of big, bold statement colour. And that's exactly what you've got on this strand. Every single one of these on this strand is unique and different and individual. Have you been crocheting?
Yeah.
Sorry. I just, my crochet senses were tingling then. Oh, I can feel some crochet nearby. Oh, I love a bit of crochet. Gemma's crocheting for a challenge. I've also got here for you huge, huge, huge pieces of your crazy agate. 440 carats worth here, and this is your rectangles. These are a 25 by 18 mil. They are absolutely huge, aren't they? Looking at the size of these, so beautiful and individual. Price point today. Oh, corker of a price. £10.80. Love that price point. I know, you know, we were saying before about how I work for the charity and about how when I used to work in the shop and the kids used to come in and I used to go, if you'd go down the road, it's cheaper. And I got told off by my manager. Still do it. But that's what it's like working here. I want people to know about our amazing prices because genuinely, it's like telling your friends a bit of a secret. It really is. That price of £10.90 is amazing just for one of these strands, but today, £7.95. Do you know why? I'll tell you why. Because our favourite theme is back. 18 under 8. 18 under 8. 18 under 8, we're here, we're doing it. We said we probably wouldn't be able to do it again, but we are today because we had so many nice messages in yesterday. This is the first product of 18 products that are going to be £8, under £8, every single one of them. 2 strands today, £7.95 for £8, £7.95. Gem, I know that this is your type of strand, isn't it?
Yeah.
I know it is.
Yeah.
Would you be happy to pay £7.95 just for this? Be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I would.
But you're getting two.
Yeah, and they're lovely colours together, aren't they?
Isn't that amazing?
Fresh. Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? Ladies and gentlemen, my producer Helena has said something to me. She said, if this section goes well, and let's face it, we're a shopping channel. By well, she means if loads of people are getting involved, if we've got loads of people buying. She said that if this final theme goes well, 18 under 8, this today, we will do it tomorrow as well. If. So I'm saying to you, if you like bargains and you like deals, and obviously you like what you see, get them today and we'll repeat the theme with different strands tomorrow. So get in on the phones, check out those baskets as well, because don't forget, if you don't check out your baskets, then it's not definitely yours. £7.95 for 2 strands, that is fantabulous, isn't it? Treat yourself to it today. Well done, everyone. We're going to do a cordy one. Gem, this is perfect for your medium today.
Oh, yeah. They're really nice, aren't they? Nice colours.
How gorgeously does this go with that aqua? This one, these are leatherette cords, so if you've got your leather today, by the way, if you love leather, we've had loads of lovely messages in, we've got more coming up for you in a bit. So this is, you've got a meter's worth of each of these, they're all studded, they're gorgeous, and it is your leatherette. All of these are 5mm cords. They are just like the leather you'd expect. Nice matte effect on the front and then the softness of the back. A meter's worth on these. Imagine if you got that hole punch earlier on and you imagine that first piece that we showed, a gem hole punching. Imagine just one of these looped through and that to be your chain at the back of the neck. Gorgeous effect. It's going to carry on the theme of your pieces. If you're buying leather today, I would absolutely encourage you to get your hands on this because you know it's going to be under £8, but also it really ties in the look, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, carry on the theme. But it's great just for edging and things like that if you're doing bold pieces.
Yeah.
Great for edgings and, yeah, finishings. It's
Absolutely
lovely.
is. And if you've got that gorgeous golden colour, how about these ones for it? That'll go great. If you've got the grape colour, you've got pretty much the bang-on right match with this, actually.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The colours are perfect to go with what you've already got.
Absolutely perfect. These blue ones, if I show it next to this, how perfectly do these blue ones go with that aqua colour that we had? That goes perfectly, doesn't it?
The sort of cornflowery one looked lovely with the crushed grape.
Oh yeah, this one. They were beautiful.
Yeah.
We've got loads here, and I've got pink. Loads of you coming in for it. Loads of you coming in. We know you're going to take it under £8. It shouldn't be. No way should it be. It's meant to be £11.70. Don't forget, this isn't your normal everyday cord. This is genuine leatherette. It's super duper sturdy. It's super duper strong, but it's so nice against the skin. Should be over £11, almost 12. We're taking it down. Should be £11.70. It's £7.95 for you today. That is a price point I cannot guarantee we will ever do anywhere near that again. Nowhere near that, because our price on cords is already extremely good, and we work on margin. So even at £11.70, that is an amazing price point for you. At £7.95, we're pretty much giving it away. We really are. Loads of you coming in for this. We've had loads of messages in now, haven't we, about the leather? Did you say? What are people saying about all the leather? If you've got the leather, if you love the leather, add the leatherette. People are saying, oh, loads of people messaging in saying things like they've never tried leather before, but they're going to give it a go now. Is that what you're looking for, Jen?
Yeah, that was the aim. That's why I didn't do any sculpting with it or anything like that. It was, nice simple things to give you the best effect.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, chuffed with that.
I'm so glad. There's loads of messages coming in. Just to let you know, if you love the leather, you want more leather stuff, we're going to be showing you how to use the snaps. I forgot to ask you this. Is it alright if we come to you at about 1:45?
Yes.
Is that alright?
Yeah.
So you've got about half an hour?
Yeah, that's fine. I should be ready.
I should have said that in the break, so I forgot. You were off making a brew or something though. So.
Yeah, I wasn't making bread.
Oh, all right. No. So there's loads of you coming in for this. You are about to go off my screen. Thank you very much, everyone, for getting involved. These are going to go perfect, aren't they? Perfectly. You have not just said those words to me. 18 under 8, Imperial Topaz. You would never expect that, ever in 1,000 years. No. Would you? That's just wrong. That is just wrong. And look, it's like the frosted matte effect ones.
I love it. It's just got such presence. I have no idea what it is, because there's other gemstones with that similar colour, I don't know what it is. It's got presence. It just
It
has.
absolutely has.
Yeah.
I completely can concur with that. Absolutely can. It is sensational, Imperial Topaz. It really, really is. Don't forget, Imperial Topaz we cannot collect all the year round. And also remember, with Imperial Topaz, when you're dealing with it, you are dealing with a seriously precious gemstone. I need to know the price of this. You've got a gorgeous matte-like effect. It's going to go great with that first kit gem, with the wood, with those kind of androgynous pieces.
Yeah,
because it's got the matte effect too.
Yeah.
How could we incorporate this into the first designs?
Well, you can have like it multi-stranded, a lot like what I'm doing now with crochet. You could do that, or you can just have like a cuff with one of those sort of just wired in, even not just sitting on the cuff. Would look nice. Trying to think of the designs I've got. Yeah, you could sit them inside the wood frame.
Love that idea.
All sorts. Yeah, they'll incorporate in all sorts of ways.
That'd be really cool, wouldn't they? Loads of you covered it already. Price point today. That's not under £8. If you like a gemstone strand and you think to yourself, would I be happy to pay £7.95? Just get on the phone. Just get in on the phone. Soon as you can. £6.95. Gem?
The first strand I ever had of that, I'm sure, was 29, and it was a clear one. It wasn't frosted, and they were sort of big rounded nuggets, about the same size. But they were 29, 34-ish.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
£6.95.
Amazing. It really is.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you want 18 under 8 again, let us know by getting involved. If we can't do 18 under 8 tomorrow for one reason or other, if Helena doesn't allow us to, we'll definitely do 8 products under 8. I'll promise you that. We'll do 8 products under 8. But if you really like it today and loads of you come in, we will do 18 under 8. Don't forget, I've got that next clue coming up for you very, very soon, probably about 5-10 minutes, so stay where you are if you've got a chance to win all of those pieces. I love pyrite. Am I right thinking it's you, Gem, who, like me, feels that pyrite is a really powerful, really gemstone?
Yeah.
What kind of feeling do you get off pyrite?
I don't know whether it's to do with its visual, it's metallic, it's sort of strong looking. I'm not sure that it's got a good weight. It feels how it looks. So that sort of it marries up. I do
know what you mean.
I don't know how else to explain it. And I was saying to you, I find it difficult to make when I'm just making freely out of my stash. I find it difficult to make jewellery without including it.
Yes.
It's one of those things that I seem to put with everything.
And that's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
I own more different strands of pyrite than any other gemstone, apart from maybe opal.
Yeah.
But it goes with everything. I love its versatility. I use it a lot in my cards. I use it a lot in memory books. With polymer clay, I've used it before as well. I have taken these off the strand because I really want us to focus on the amount we get here. This is totally natural pyrite, which for me is the best way to get it, because I know for a fact that if I bake this with polymer clay, because it's the natural version, I'm not going to have any issues at all. Take a look at this one for me. It is just beautiful, isn't it? I'm going to show you the drill hole size. Really sizable drill hole there. Really very, very, very sizable drill hole. You'd easily, I would suggest, get a 1 mil through this. Easy peasy, obviously a 0.8, I would say, no shadow of a doubt. Probably even a 1 mil though, because it is sizable. You've got these beautiful drum-like shapes. And do you know, Gem, I don't know, yeah. Do you know that leather you're working with right now?
Yes.
I think this will go really nicely because this is the natural pyrite. It always has that vintage crackle look.
Yeah, I can imagine it working well. I love the idea. It's like I said, I can't really imagine pyrite not working with anything really.
Yeah.
It's not many things I wouldn't put it with.
No, you're absolutely right. Ladies and gentlemen, brand spanking new for you today. 300 carats worth of pyrite. Introductory price point, we're doing it. Introductory price point, we're doing this. Introductory price point for you today. £6.95. That's an introductory. I have to make it very clear. Next time you purchase this, it will be £7.95 more than likely. I can't promise you'll ever see that price point again. It's an introductory, brand new strand launch price for you. £6.95 for you today. And look how many you're actually getting. Look at the amounts you get here. That is a serious amount, isn't it? Look at all of those. It's a huge amount. That is weighty. That is natural, genuine, real deal pyrite. 300 carats worth, £6.95. Get your hands on these. Launch price offer. Launch price. Can't promise it'll be that. Cannot promise at all. Sorry, say that to me again. On the T-bar. T-bar. There we go. Oh. Did I say that out loud? No, sometimes that happens. Does that happen to anyone else? You say something in your head and then people around you start laughing because you haven't said it in your head. I do it constantly, all the time. As I'm sure a lot of regular viewers will know. This is turquoise. This would go, never been seen by itself before. Turquoise corner drilled squares, 11mm. Imagine this as a ring. Love it as a ring. It's going to go amazingly with that aqua, isn't it, Gem?
Yep, and the tan.
And
all of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
That grape as well. Go grape with the grape, wouldn't it? So 190 carats worth of the turquoise we have here. And these are the corner drilled. Turquoise, we know we're not pulling out the ground as much as we used to anymore. It is absolutely stunning, vibrant tone. Your price point today for this turquoise should be, it's 8 under 8, so you know I've got to take it down in price. I'm going to take £2 off. It's going to be £7.95 for you. What? No, it's not. She's doing it. £6.95. No need for you to do this at all, Helena. Zero, zilch. £6.95 for you today. There's no need for her to do that whatsoever. I know, I'm almost fainting as well. But this whole T-bar just fell over. For £6.95. Don't you, good one, Redican, me, pal. I absolutely can't get over that. £6.95, you just saved yourself £3 on it. Well done, absolutely, every single one of you. Sensational price point, it really, really, really is. Don't worry, Mike, I'll get them sweets. Oh no, I'm used to tidying up after myself on the show. I fling fingers around like it's no one's business. Go on, what are you saying? In the drawer, number 19. So you could either mean the Colombian emeralds, the concave cut amethyst, these round sky blue apatite, or you mean some beads, spacers, crimps. Yeah, these ones. Okie pokey, have a little look. Total essential, loads of you coming in for that turquoise. You've got to be quick if you want these things today, because some of them I'm only allowed to drop in price because it's low stock. Okay, we've got an essential, rose gold plated copper crimps. Don't forget, these are going to go fantastically with your leather that we've used today, but for so much more. They're an absolute essential. Essentially, we use them to help give us a professional finish on things like our clasps. When we put cords together, you can use these just closed up together as spacer beads. There's absolutely loads you can do with these. There really, really is. Essentially, you just nibble them with your tweezers, not your tweezers, with your pliers. Nibble them around to make a really nice, perfect circle, and you just use them as spacers, and it kind of gives you this look from the front. Oh man, sorry. Oh man, it kind of gives you that look from the front. Gemstone either side. How posh does that look? Your price point today: rose gold, genuine rose gold. Don't forget, it's 9 carat. That's not under £8. Are you joking, Helena? You are just £6.95. That's the lowest price I've ever seen these at. 200 of these at £6.95. Helena's just going, there is zero management in Bex. You know it, I know it. There's no management in tomorrow either, Helena. Are we expecting this tomorrow, are we? No, we can't expect this tomorrow because we've got a 925 show tomorrow. Oh yeah, £6.95. I've never seen that at this price. If you hear hammering, no, Santa's little elves aren't getting in early. It's lovely, lovely Gemma Crow. She's just using, oh gosh, that was quick, Jem.
Yeah.
She's just using the anvil that I've got coming up for you later with the snaps as well, the front and the back snaps. It's coming in a bundle. Great price point on that for you. We'll show you that later on exactly how to do it. Okie pokely, next up I've got some headpins that go perfectly with these that I've just done. Here we have a look. So did you get that bundle before with the gold stars and the silver stars? If you did, you know you're only missing one thing. You're missing the rose gold stars, and here they are. Beautiful rose gold stars. Don't worry, Gem, keep on going. Don't you worry, love. We've taken your mic down. So you've got all of these here, 100 of these. If I just show you them next to these crims, is the perfect colour match. You can see that. They are going to be just perfect together, aren't they? They are going to work so beautifully. Even if I just kind of rest that. Sorry, even getting my big fingers in the way. This is where someone's meant to say, oh, Becky, you don't have big fingers.
You don't have.
Too late, Mike.
You don't, though.
I can't do it now. The pressure's got to me. But imagine these with as that at the bottom. That's going to be just a gorgeous effect, isn't it? Really beautiful. So your price point today for 100 of these, so you get loads, all of them. £6.95 for you today. They are sensational. They are going to go beautifully in the leather. Imagine if you use the rotary hole punch, which weirdly Gemma's using right as we speak. If you use that rotary hole punch, which I do have a few available of, I think. Imagine using the smallest of the hole, popping these through, looping them round the back. You're going to have star-studded jewellery, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I've had loads of people who messaged in saying they missed out on that first kit. I'm so sorry. I know. I think we've only got about 2 of that second kit left, haven't we? Maybe not even that. It might have sold out. If you missed out on the first kit though and you wanted that wood, I've got a strand here for you. Now, it wasn't in the kit, so even if you got the kit, treat yourself to this because it'll be a great addition. Now, these are your ebony, tiger ebony squares. So if I show you like that, that's the look we get with them. But wait, ladies and gentlemen, because look, they're not top drilled, no. They are sliced. Look at that! Can I just say, my producer Helena has just gone, when I did this, I was like, oh, look at them. She went, oh, they're top drilled. I went, no. Showed the sign. She went, oh, wow, you can get a telephone cable through there. What? I tell you what you could get through. I know it might sound weird, but you could get leatherette through it. You know, the thing for jewellery. Telephone cord. Look, imagine just that. Obviously, you could do a few of these. You could kind of do a Kumihimo design with this because it'll go all the way through. You could do 5 or 6 different cords going through here. This we've still got a few available of. We took it to a crazy low price point for you today. We have still got a few of those cords left, but they are sensational, aren't they? Look at those. The size of these, 16mm, because they've got that type of drill hole, these are going to be so unique for you to work with. You're going to be able to give a really gorgeous effect with these. You really are. And, show what I like, you get, because the hole is so big, we couldn't just tie a knot in it, so you get 2 free little wood spaces at the end, look, which I think is very good. It's always a nice little freebie, isn't it? These are sensational. You're going to be able to use these with so much. The should-be price on these is £9.95. That's what they've been. That's what we've loved them at. We're going to take these to the lowest price. The lowest price, 18 under £8. Get them if you want them. Get them if you want them. Should be £9.95 today. £6.95 for you today. I think that is sensational. Gem, tell us what you do, please.
Well, I've used similar ones with a similar drill hole in, and with wire work, you know, when you do a lovely wire weave, with combining your wires, it means you can take the whole bead over a weave. So you do quite a masculine sort of basket weave, and then add that on, you've then got sort of more gents inspired jewellery.
I adore that idea.
So they're really, it's really nice to have them in. You can also thread already beaded pieces onto already beaded. So like if you've got a 3mm or 2mm spacer beads on a stretch here, and you just want that to sort of sit on top of them.
I love that idea. Do you know what I'm just thinking? You could get whole gemstone strands through here. I can't because it's got a tassel on, but I could get, say, this through. The whole gems. Easy peasy. The whole gemstone strand could go through that. Chips and nuggets. Oh my gosh, chips and nuggets. I wouldn't even necessarily have to re-strand it. I'll just snip it off, take a few off, make a bit of space, have that going through. That's amazing, isn't it? Love it. £6.95, lowest price, £6.95. Well done, everyone. Love that. Never seen anything like that before. On the table, bringing you a bundle, another bundle of cords. Hello. this would go perfectly through it. Bearing in mind this has already got a temporary strand in it. If you've just got this strand, why not get this cord pack? Look, goes through perfectly. And there's movement in it too. So we've got this cord here for you now in a collection, comes up right now. We've got that plaited detail one, which is the silver and the pink. All of these are going to be around about a meter's worth in total, so plenty for you to do that. I look like I was doing some sort of, what is that? Front crawl, I don't know. I am rubbish. I'm rubbish at swimming. Rubbish swimmer. I hate swimming. My mum taught me to swim in the sea. I know. And she also went, come on, you're nearly there. And I was like, oh my gosh, fearing for my life. Oh my gosh, I'll be there in a minute. And then she'd go, and go back. Honestly, I hate swimming. Anyway, so you've got round about a meter's worth almost on these. You've got around about 90 centimetres worth on the, so almost a meter's worth on the nylon cord and the leatherette cord pairing, which is 90 centimetres, and then on these twisty ones here, the nylon cord, 5mm cords, you get 80 centimetres. So 80 centimetres on these ones here. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Big selection here. Blue and gold. This perfect one here, perfect for that grape leather, because that is almost the dead set colour of the grape leather we had before. You've also got the blue and the silver, and you've got the aqua and silver as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different pieces, different designs we've got here. Your price point today should be, we could have called this 18 under 8, none of which should be under 8, but we're going to make them under 8. It's not as catchy, I'll be honest. Should be £11.70, £6.95. That's almost half price. That's about 40% off. I went to a well-known shop the other day and got 25% off clothing, and I was happy as a daisy. You've always given us 40% off this, Helena. That's amazing. No wonder I've got people coming in so quickly. Lots of you have now just jumped on the phone. We will be with you as soon as possible. I'm sorry if it's been a bit busy today, lovelies. But, you know, it is a Saturday. We've been extremely busy this weekend. And we've just got loads and loads of treats coming up. £6.95 is absolutely astonishing for you. I'm going to do one more, and then I've got the last clue. The last clue. So people can start texting in to win. Beautiful pearls. Delicate, smooth as you like. The luster quality on these, to my eye, AAA, just beautiful effect. 4 to 5mm. Take a look at these. Peach. Aren't they just gorgeous? Gentle, delicate, stunning, smooth as you can imagine pearls. The quality of those is absolutely elegant. The fact of the matter is, we have got here a natural coloured pearl strand, and the natural colouring of this is peach. Now, peach has therefore got an element of the pinks. Now, some people might not know this, but let me just let everybody know. When we deal with natural pearls, when we deal with pearls, sorry, so not shell pearls, your cultured pearls, vast majority of the time they will have had a treatment. And one thing I do need to make very, very clear is when you see a treated strand of pearls, for example, if it's been dyed, if it says just down here, if you're watching on TV, in brackets, you'll see a D, and that will mean it's dyed. But you have to take into your mind that dyeing won't have been the only treatment, because when it comes to pearls, we haven't got extra space to put on all the treatments. We can only put on one just because of our system. So if you see a strand of pearls that has been classed as dyed, you have to take into account it won't have just been dyed. It will have been bleached. It will have then been heated, it will have then more than likely been irradiated, it will have also been polished, and then it will have been dyed. So you have to take into account, if you see dyed, you have to take into account that there will have been minimum 1, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 treatments on top of that. Because natural pearls, natural coloured pearls of a beautiful enough colour that you would want to buy is so, so, so rare. So, so, so rare. We have got the colour chart here for you that's coming up in a moment. And what it's going to show is at the bottom of the screen is going to be the lower price natural pearls, and at the top is the most expensive. Now, you have got at the lower end of the scale the dark cream colours, the yellowy tone ones. Natural coloured pearls, of course, cost more than the dyed and treated pearls, just as gemstones would. So dark coloured cream are the lower price, but they would still be higher than your average dyed pearls. Going up kind of the middle of the range is your light cream, and then right at the top, the most expensive natural colour of pearl is light pink in general. Now, I have got one here for you that is between the light cream and the pink, because it's not cream, because it's got those back palettes of pink. So you, price-wise, natural pearls already were higher than a dyed pearl you'd expect, but also you've got the higher grading of the colour as well. Your price point, therefore, shouldn't be under £8. But it's gonna be. It should be $8.95. We're playing 18 under 8 right now. If you're getting involved, well done to you. The more people that get involved, the more we'll do tomorrow. Your price point today, it should be $8.95. It's actually £6.95. No way, no way. I don't think I've ever, off the top of my head, done a strand of natural coloured pearls at that price point for you. Natural coloured pearls at £6.95. That is almost unheard of. This is absolutely sensational. This is as Mother Nature intended it. And let's face it, if you're making something for a wedding day, or you're making something for someone really, really special, why not give them something really, really special? Why not give them something that's individual and unique as they are? And this absolutely is. That price point should never see the light of day when it comes to natural pearls, in my opinion, and anywhere else it probably wouldn't. £6.95 natural coloured pearls. That is absolute shocker for you. Okay, I've got my last clue. Got my last clue for you right now whilst you're all coming in. So 4 clues we've had. This is the 4th and final clue, and you get to win a beautiful collar, a bracelet, a pair of earrings and a ring made by Gemma Crow. This is your 4th and final. This is one for the kids. Has Gem got it instantly? You've got it instantly. Well done, Gem.
Thank you.
You've made up. So, this is one for the kids. Have you got your idea? Do you think, you know, Pete is looking as smug as a day? Yep, got that one. Got that one, pal. Well done, brother Pete, you little love. That's a great one for the kids. So, have you got all 4 of those? All 4 of them. Doesn't matter what order you type them in, just get involved. It's text number 60777. Start your text with the word JM Studio, or get in touch online, JewelleryMaker.com. You'll see a little box that says send the message to the studio. You can type in there and it will come through to us. You need all 4 of those to get it right. Doesn't matter what order you type them in. So, guess the clues of all 4 and you can win an entire set of Gemma Crow's jewellery. This is how you get involved with us. Wait for all 4. We've waited for all 4, so well done to you all. We're going to pick the winner at random. Have we got people getting it right already, did you say? Yeah, we've already got people getting all 4 right, so well done to you. We'll tell you the answer to those later on. Well done to every single one of you. Gem, can I just say, people want your jewellery so much that, we're not going to re-show them, because if people have been watching from the beginning, we're saying well done to you from watching from the beginning, so we're not recapping. Okay. But also, people are texting in so much that Helena's actually going, too many people are messaging in! Ah! People want to own your jewellery, Gem.
That's good. Yeah, it'd be nice if it goes to somebody who actually likes it.
Yeah, absolutely. So do keep those coming in. We'll let you know in very, very soon. Pick one of you at random. Keep messaging. £6.95 for you today on that absolute bargain natural strand. Well done to everybody. Faceted strand. Did you say sunstone? Yeah. This is the one that made me fall off my chair earlier on this morning. Didn't help that the chair had no back on it. Have a little look. I was trying to get a closer look at this amazing quality sunstone. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at how sensational this is. 80 carats worth of your graduated sunstone faceted drop strands that we have here for you. These are 8 to 13 mil that I've got on this strand. It is absolutely beautiful quality. Get this home to appreciate the quality, because it's so hard for you to see in the studio. Do you see those bits of naturally occurring internal glitter? If I get it on the, I've just caught the light right on that one there. Can you see all of those? That is what we expect from the highest quality of sunstone, and that's what we've got here. I've not got much time left, and I've got more to fit in. Your price point today for this amazing, amazing quality sunstone should be £11.95. This is ridiculous, Helena. Absolutely ridiculous. It should be £12, essentially. Take 5p. £7.95. £4 off. You what? What are you saying? You're feeling mischievous today. It's because of that noodle you had in a pot earlier on, isn't it? Can't say names, but I think you all know. The one with, she's just gone, the one with loads of E numbers. It's gone right to her head on the prices today. So many of you coming in. If you want to see what £12 quality of sunstone at our prices looks like, it looks like this, but you're getting it for £7.95 today. It's amazing quality. Get it home, faceted to perfection. I've got more to fit in. Say that again. Flowers, gorgeous. Crazy agate. Oh my gosh. This is the nicest strand I've ever seen, a crazy agate. Gem, you'll love this. Come and have a nose.
Crazy agate.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to pick it up because I just want her to see. Look.
Oh,
and look at that one.
It's like marbling.
Isn't that a really amazing quality?
Yeah.
Look at those ones, like the spots, like crop circles.
They're really lovely. They're polished beautifully as well, so you get the most out of that.
Love that.
Banding.
What would you do with these ones, Jen?
Leather cords.
Of course.
Just knotted either side, just to keep them sort of floating around on the cords. Quite casual, very casual jewellery.
Quite casual. I like the idea of you using this with those cords as a ring.
As a ring? I was just about to say, and something I didn't say earlier, was flip-flops, upcycling your flip-flops.
Good shout.
Or just making clip-on, like I've got a pair of flip-flops, can't say the name.
Yeah.
The ones that they're going to be in use for 5-6 years, because they're just great. But I could change the look of them by making some little clips just to clip on.
Fantastic
to the,
idea.
you know, to the thong part.
Yeah.
So they would be perfect for that.
Yeah. I love that idea, clipping them onto the thong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. So it's gorgeous, gorgeous strand. I love that idea. And don't forget, this is agate as well. So even if you did wear it in the sea, it'd be fine. Should be $7.45. It's not though, because you know that lovely, lovely Helena hates it when it ends in 45. So she's going to roll it down for it by a bit. 200 carats worth of your crazy flower agate. It's a sensational strand. That price point, this is the nicest strand of crazy agate I personally have ever seen. I love it. 15 mil on these ones. I'm talking faster because I've got more to fit in. $6.95 for you today. I am moving on, but I have to, because I've got 18 to fit in this time, and I'm heading over to see how Snap's working a bit, so I better go faster. I've got about 6 minutes to do 6 products. Get on the phone. These are your shell pearl 14 mil faceted round. Gorgeous effect to these. Almost got a touch of the metallic but matte edge to these. I absolutely adore these. You have got here huge hazy violet shell pearl that we've got there. You've got a sizable drill hole on these, you really, really do. Going to be great for things like a stretchy. I bet if you've got the grandkids watching now, I bet some of them are going, ooh, I bet they love this, don't they? Ooh, let me have that. Love that. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's a really mesmerising strand. Just use one. Imagine that, a cocktail-esque ring. Pow, wowzers, that's going to get you noticed. But also, just to something really, really simple and a stretchy bracelet would be fab. Your price point today for these? Just £6.95 for you today. Well done, everyone who's coming in on these. I know that price point is astonishing. I'm moving on, but we have still got some left. The reason I'm moving on is A, because this is extremely popular. I've not got that many, but also because I've got too many to fit in. Where to? Rose quartz. Rose quartz. Oh, I love this. No way should this be. Is this? Do you have to reduce the price of this one? No way should this be under £8, and I tell you why. Oh, because I'm getting that glow, and I only get that glow on the highest quality of rose quartz. I really do. This is sensational. If I get my torch out, you can see the clarity on this. That is beautiful. You only get clarity like this, you only get hue like this from Madagascar rose quartz, really, and that's exactly what I've got here. This is from Madagascar. It gives you rose quartz quality unlike anything else you will have been likely to see. It is truly sensational and stunning. You get this burst, this intensity, this glow underneath the surface of it, which is just absolutely stunning. Unlike any other location for your rose quartz, it really, really is. But, ladies and gentlemen, your price point today for the highest quality on this strand is just $6.95. We're not even messing around here. We're not rolling down prices. We're just going, here it is, that's your price, we're going for it. 18 under 8, no way is this that quality. This is a much, much, much higher quality than that. $6.95 for you today. Get it whilst you can. Really stunning and workable strand, and look how great it goes with this. I love pink and blues together. Look at that, sky blue apatite wound. We've had people messaging about this strand. I know, it's coming up right now. Take a look. They go beautifully together, don't they? I love pink and sky blue apatite together, I really, really do. I think it gives it a different look, especially when it's Madagascar rose quartz of this quality, because can you see in the areas where the apatite goes behind, it almost gives this eerie light look to that quality of the rose quartz, if that makes sense. Stunning, isn't it? So we've got the sky blue round apatite on here for you. These are the 2 to 3 mil rounds. 25 carats worth we've got here for you. It is absolutely beautiful strand. The great thing about having strands like this is they're dainty in their appearance because they're nice and gentle size, so they're great as an accent, but you've still got that intensity of the colour, so you don't need loads and loads and loads of these to really make a statement. Your price point today is just £6.95. We're not messing around right here, right now. I've got so much to squeeze in. We're going to go over to Gem in about 3 minutes. I've got 4 more products to get in. So please do stay where you are. Everyone keeps coming in. Good on you. Please do keep coming in. Don't forget, if you like this 18 under 8, do keep coming in, because if Helena sees fit, she might do 18 under 8 again. If not, we'll definitely do 8 products under 8. We're just doing this as a treat. Can I just say to you, oh, who was I going to say hello to? Hi, Susan in Wrexham. You're all right, love. You used to work in Wrexham. Have I told you this? You used to work in Wrexham.
I've worked in Wrexham.
What?
I've worked in Wrexham.
Have you worked in Wrexham?
At Redican.
Have you? Oh. Yeah, Bex, you've not got time for this.
Oh, sorry.
Fine. Right, what now? What to talk about? Want to talk about Wrexham? Fine. Oh. Alison Tarry, don't talk about Wrexham. I've just been told we've got to move on.
From Wrexham.
Come on, have a look. I have got here for you blue coated pyrite tubes for you today.
Alison works in Wrexham.
It is absolutely a beautiful strand. Alison Tarry, stop distracting me.
She's a genius.
I know she is a genius, you're right. Alison Tarry's just walked up to me and gone, I'm here for this. Oh, thanks. You have got here 80 carats worth, it's gorgeous, 80 carats worth of your blue pyrite tubes. Never seen anything like this before. They are absolutely sensational, aren't they? Really gorgeous effect to them. You've got 4 by 10 mil on these ones today. A really beautiful high shine effect that we've got here. I absolutely adore them. These are going to be great for lots and lots and lots of your designs. Your price point today, $6.95. Gemma Crow's looking across at me and going, yeah.
Have I got time to comment?
Yeah, quick, go on.
They were great for Egyptian jewellery.
Great for Egyptian jewellery, that's it, done. That's the headline. Let's type that on. Cool, £6.95. Are you joking? Do I actually have to move on now? Peach Moon Squares. Peach Moon Squares? Peach Moonstone Squares. Moon peach. Sounds delicious. Peach that's literally out of this world. Anyway, you've got here this gorgeous peach moonstone in these wonderful squares. The great thing about moonstone in this way is, it's hard for me to show just because of my fingers, but Because you've got such a large surface area, you've really got that opportunity for a lot of schiller. You know how sometimes on rounds you might only get a very, very small blast of schiller? With these you get loads because there's so much more surface area if you look at these on the side, because of the shape of them. These are going to give you so much of a beautiful look to your design. They really, really are. You have got your graduated moonstone. If you did tune in earlier and you got that first kit, these are going to go great with those leather designs, and actually these could add a little bit of something different to that first kit. Because the first kit was beautiful, there was a lot of wood in it, but you might not want to overcomplicate or distract from the wood by adding facets. This is going to give interest, but in a different way. It's not facets, it's because of that real gentle schiller, and the colour palette mixes perfectly with that first kit as well. 90 carats worth here, your price point today. That's not under £8. Price point's going down. Well done everyone who's already come in for it. Some people have already bought it at that price because you know we're going to take it down for you. Price point today, £6.95 for you today. I got told £7.95. £6.95 for you today. Absolutely, totally natural peach moonstone. Last one to fit in. Get in these whilst you can. If you want this, you've got to be quick on that one. On the table. Texturing hammer. No? That's a texturing hammer. SARS. Yeah, no, they've given me the texturing hammer. Sorry, sweet. What? Oh, now you're dawdling. Oh, I see. May as well talk about Wrexham. So what do you do in Wrexham then?
Worked for the National Trust. Well,
did you?
Prince's Trust. But,
Prince's Trust, yeah.
But then we worked the National Trust as part of our volunteering section.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so
that's
good. Quite a lot.
I work in Wrexham still, because one of my projects is in Wrexham.
Really?
As well. Yeah,
oh, it's not too far from here, is it?
Oh, no, it's not. No. It takes me about 15 minutes. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry, am I interrupting? Go on, what are you saying? Multicolour agate slabs. Where? Where, sorry? On my T-bar. Multicolour agate slabs. Multicolour agate slabs. Can't see them. Pete's got the hammer. Pete! Oh, these ones. I love these. Can we do these? Yeah, these ones. Take a little look at these. These are what we're doing. I love them. Sorry, we can't find the hammer. How gorgeous are they? Just listen. Listen. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah. It's like one of those little, what's it called, dream catchers?
Dream catchers. Dream catcher wind chime. Don't know why I have to pull that face. I can listen with a normal face. They're gorgeous, aren't they? Imagine those for pieces with movement. Just stunning. I absolutely adore them. Really dramatic, really dynamic. Imagine that just restranded as that. You've got this beautiful, oh my goodness, just sort of a great idea if I do say so myself. Space these out with these ones. What do you think, Gem?
Oh yeah,
so
yeah,
it
that
gives
works.
you, yeah. I love getting the okay off Gem. You feel like, yes, 10 points to Bex. I do anyway. So imagine spacing these out with this strand, because it'll give you a really dramatic fan shape, and you'd only need this one strand and this strand around the neckline. Hey, I might do that. Your price point today on these beautiful 95 carats multicoloured agate, £6.95. Imagine that as a full neckline piece. I'm doing it as a choker because I've got something on, but you can imagine, can't you? So £6.95. I'm now heading over to Gem. Loads of you coming in for that. Nobody expected that price. I've got to head on over to Gem because we're going to see a quick demo and then we're going to have a look at her pieces. So I'm bringing to you first the bone folder, wherever that is. So if you're into your papercraft, you might already have one of these. If you are into papercraft and you haven't got one, get one right now. If you're into your leather, then we're going to need the bone folder, aren't we?
Yes, you do, especially if you're going to use the vegetan and things like that and get really sharp creases. We didn't do any folding really today.
No, not properly.
But if you're doing a folded seam for a bangle or something, just running that across the fold will really firm it down, make it quite rigid. And
absolutely, this is going to last and last and last and last. I know people who have had theirs for their whole crafting life. There's nothing to go wrong with this whatsoever. It is your bone folder. It's got a curve to it, perfect for folding your pieces. It's specifically designed for your jewellery making, and it is absolutely perfect. Like before I got a bone folder, and I actually got one from here, but before I got a bone folder, I've just worked papercraft and just folded it normally with my hands.
Use your nails.
Use your nail, yeah. It doesn't give give you anywhere near as crisp a look as this. It gives you a perfect edge to your designs, and realistically, if you again are going to be working with such a high profile medium as leather, you want a professional finish, and that's what you've got here. So that's on your screen right now, so well done to anyone who's already getting that. But now what I'm about to do, have we got this bundle? Now what I'm about to do is my next bundle, Pete's bringing it over, which is a selection of snaps.
Yes.
Now these are, can I show it on here?
Yes, you can show it on there.
This is the clasps. We've got a selection of these. We've got the top and the bottom. It's all coming in a bundle. So this is the look that we get. Now, what's important about these, Gem?
They're just a fantastic way of fastening, really neat, professional looking. Then the other nice thing is it keeps things articulated. So, you know, it doesn't matter sort of what shape your neck is or what components you've got, they can all still move. Also, making interchangeable pendants, interchangeable links, and you know, maybe you have 4 or 5 pieces that you can clip together or wear individually as bracelets. So they're really great for that.
Got you.
Yeah.
So I've got a whole selection of your snaps. It's the top, the bottom, the middle, everything you need in here. It's a pack of 10, so you'll be able to do 10 of those clasps. And I've also got your absolute essentials for these. You cannot use these without these tools, really. You have got the anvil, which is here. This is the anvil. We'll show you how to use these. And you've also got the snap setting tool as well. We're going to show these in use now, but let's look at the price point. Should be £9.85. Oh, it's great. I think that's a astonishing price anyway.
It's a great price just for the anvil and the punch.
Just for the anvil and the punch alone, because we need these and they're going to last and last. We've taken it though to £7.95, and don't forget, the only thing you need to replenish with this selection is these snaps, but you've got 10 there to work with, and these are going to last and last and last. So just for the professional tools, £7.95 is great. Let's see how we use these, Gem.
So I'm going to use my hole punch first to make holes in my leather. So remember to, well, let's start with the snap actually. You've got 4 different elements in your packs of snaps. So you've got one that looks like this. It's like flat on the back and with a sticky uppy sort of pipe.
Yeah.
And then you've got one that sort of sits inside of that. Now these, it doesn't really matter, these are interchangeable which ones go on, but these are the 2 inners. So you get a fat circle and a fat outer circle, and or a fat circle but that's on the inside, and that's your pieces that snap together. Okay, so you need one of those on each side of your fastening, and you need one of the like mushroom, they look like mushrooms, don't they? You need one of those on each side too. So this one obviously is the one that you want facing outermost. It's the decorative one with a domed edge.
Of course, yeah.
Okay, so those 2 would fit together, and those 2. So get your pairs ready first.
Fantastic.
And I'm going to punch a hole in my leather. It's around the 3rd smallest of the punches.
Okay.
To make the size that's, you know, good to use.
We'll put the rotary punch at the bottom of your screen.
Yeah, punch a hole through, just push the rest of that through. And we can then thread. Now you need to work out what your top and your bottom is going to be. So this is going to be my bottom layer.
Okay.
So pop that through like that, so that's sticking up. We want that to be quite a snug fit, so if better on the air of caution, go smaller rather than larger where needed. Then you pop this section over the top. And for this, you don't actually need this bit for this. You can use it this way up, so it's designed if you don't have a block at home, you use it that way up, so the flat side.
Okay, good tip.
Take your little punch or dapping peg, and it's got like a sort of a semicircle on there, little ball on there. You pop that into the tube.
Yeah.
And then hammer down.
And you see how that rolls down?
And it sort of rolls on the inside. Now it's still a little bit loose, so I just give it another few whacks. And that's set in there now. That's not going anywhere. No. Okay, so that's that side. To do the other side, turn the
anvil over, so the dome's on the anvil now.
We'll make another, and you just got to make sure you've got your piece at the right way.
So I'll show you that anvil. So this is the dome side for the decorative section. That's the piece we've just used.
Yeah. So I know that when I come to close my clasp, I'm going to want it like that. Yeah. So that's where I want my dome to sit.
Yeah,
so just do that before you go any further, because it sometimes is a bit sort of back to front. And then you make sure you've got the corresponding part of the other side. Pop again your block in there,
the little nibby bit.
And now I have tried setting these before with a screwdriver, because there's tutorials online where you do it with the screwdriver. It just doesn't work, and it breaks them, makes them rough, and then they don't necessarily fit together properly.
Oh, that's annoying.
Then you just pull them round and snap them together.
How easy is that?
Really sturdy.
Isn't that simple? And so sturdy. There's loads of you coming in for this, as we expected. People going Coco Loco for it. Look at all them names.
I need one as well.
Yes.
I might just take this one.
Yes. There's loads of you getting it. There is absolutely loads of you. $7.95 is your price point on it. It's a great price. Now, I'm going to quickly recap the challenge and then we'll have a look what Gem's made with it. Okay. 3 strands at that price.
Yes,
amazing.
It was amazing. Was it?
Really, really astonishing. Let me show you what we've got left over. Loads.
No, I only got a chance to make 1 piece. Or 2 pieces.
2 pieces. So we got a strand of tiger's eye like this. It was $7.95 for 3 strands. Yellow tiger's eye like this, 350 carats worth. Amazing quality, you'll all agree. Obviously Gem's used some of the strand, but just to give you an idea of the quality, it's fab.
Tiger's eye.
I then had one of the most beautiful strands of red agate. It's almost got a touch of the strawberry quartz about it, hasn't it? Stunning. And then I also had the carnelian as well in those 4mm rounds, so they're super workable. You got all 3 strands at $7.95. That's the price point you normally expect just to pay for this one, isn't it, Alison Tabry? It is. She's nodding. But no, it's for all 3 of them today. Loads of you have already bought these. The screen's back up. More of you coming in and buying it again. Let's see what Gem's done.
It's just that one.
You know my crochet senses were tingling. This is why.
It's just they scream being organic, don't they?
Yeah.
But I also wanted to show the leather being used really simply. Just a strip of leather turns that into quite a high-end and very comfortable piece of jewellery.
Really does. And then you've got this cuff as well, which we've just shown snap.
Yeah, yeah. That was sort of what was left over from making a necklace, so it worked quite well.
Adore. Gem, thank you for all of these. Fabulous day today.
Yeah, it's been lovely, hasn't it?
I'm dead happy. Thank you, Tom, as well, for your help. Lovely, Tom.
Yeah, Tom's design that I nearly got wrong, Tom.
Maybe you can help me, Mum, next time. Yeah. When are you with us next?
The 16th, I think I've got a show.
16th for Gemma. Yeah. I'm back tomorrow for a 9:25 show. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
Come and join JewelleryMaker on Facebook and get involved with over 50,000 people who have liked us. You'll get up-to-date information about our channel from the latest images of design